says they'll be using the truck to load the entire platoon in, but after that, up to them once they get across the river. That's how I'm seeing it.
That'll change what we do. I want to keep things fairly fluid just because, you know, I don't want us leading too static because we really don't know where they're going to be.
I like that one. Flexibility is the key to victory.
Yeah, essentially, whatever we plan anyways, I think it'll last until, you know, shooting starts anyway. And the specific intent of this op is a patrol op, and, you know, to meet them in sort of random engagement is sort of the point of it. So ideally, if we move, I want to obviously be using concealment with trees, you know, reverse slope of defilade, rocks, but there's plenty of places on this map where that's just not, you know, available all the time. So if we do need to cross any open spaces, we'll be setting up a base of fire by one squad, you know, bound by fire team, rinse and repeat to get to our destination.
Yeah, especially south of L12. That all is kind of a nightmare to move through.
I had considered, you know, perhaps we go the whole way along the map border almost to the river and then sweep back, but I trust Dorf's assessment that Golf 1283 is probably the most defensible of those locations.
Yeah, so there's good positions right. That's a good position. That's a good position, and I think this one's a good position. So we can point defense with that truck.
And then there.
So the
that
plan
seems
B
like a
here,
high ground.
the big plan B or plan C or plan D will be Dorf, other than Dorf saving the day. If they have their whole platoon sitting over there, pretty much like those red markers you put down, then Dorf, you're good to go for that northern green or white mark and get the final raid down as long as we get the first two down.
Okay. Players coming.
Okay, I'll give you guys a chance to assign kits. Just let me know when you're got them assigned, and we'll do some sort of platoon brief before live.
So yeah, Lon, just clarify.
Mhm.
I'm going to Kilo 1181 on the first red mark, just hanging out there in like a standby mode. Gather where they're gonna go, show a force, all that crap, right?
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to be right on top of it, and I almost don't mind if you get spotted a little bit or you push a buddy pair, but I want them to maybe think red. Yeah.
Okay. No problem. Easy.
These rocks are so loud.
We also need to make sure we shame every ops guy that has a medic kit today.
What? Why? That's literally everyone.
Alright everybody, how is it going? Welcome to our Squad Ops One Life event. We're top of the hour and ready for a Squad Ops One Life event. This is Operation Two-Step Snake. I am your commentator for this evening's Shadowed Ritual, and tonight it should be a fun one. It is a patrol op, a dual patrol op, I'd say. Both squads, or both platoons, are essentially moving out to patrol the Goro River area. The British are more going on a defensive patrol and just sort of scouting out the area, trying to find troop movements, whereas the Russians are patrol by fire or recon by fire, where they're just moving out to engage the enemy and then, you know, force them to stop and then wait for reinforcements from their fellow Russians. That's it at its core, but before I go into more detail about the operation, let's go into who will be participating in this op command-wise. For the British team, we have platoon lead Londarts, with his squad leads Dorf, the Lord Shanka, Shughart, who is his second in command, and Axe Gaming. So, and on the Russian team, we have platoon lead Expit, with his squad leads Aethel, Silas, Play and Assault. I don't know who his 2IC is, but I'm gonna wager Assault. Actually, I can actually check that if I were one sec. Looks like his 2IC is Silas. Okay. Silas is his 2IC. So for platoon leads wise, very evenly matched. XP probably has more ops, but Londarts is no slouch himself. Should be a lot of fun. They're both very fluid in their commands and very able to adapt when their plans don't go as they should, and no plan survives contact with the enemy. Squad lead wise, a lot of really good squad leads. They got Dwarf, Sugarheart's really good. Axe and Lord Chunk is picking up the pace with his squad leaders after becoming staffed. He's got Assault on the Russian team, Silas, Clay J, and Aethel, really good guys. So really evenly matched. It's all going to come down to I'm going to say positioning on the Goro River and where they actually come into contact at. So that is who will be participating in this op command wise. Let's go ahead and bring up the map, and I'll show you what this mission is. I'll go ahead and read the mission situation and sort of explain what all these markings mean. So for the British situation, Russian forces have pushed across the Goro River in the south, and Russian forces have pushed across the Goro River, and South Command wants your platoon to perform a patrol of the area. Make contact with the local populace and perform reconnaissance from key hilltops and locations to gather intel on location, number, and posture of the ever-increasing German forces. So, Russian forces. Been playing a lot of World War II games. So the British are going to be moving to patrol the east side of Goro River. They can patrol they have to patrol two different colors, either green or red, and they have to patrol 3 of those locations, with the white locations being wild cards. So there are essentially 5 spots they can choose on either side. The white are pretty constant. The British have chosen the green route, so they will be patrolling G12A3, F1248, J1041 are their green route, and then they can either choose H1216 or K919 being the white route. They only have to patrol 3 of the 5, and I believe they're going to do the southwestern 3 just because they're sort of all in the same area, and it leaves them the ability to move into one of the farm buildings and then hardpoint in some of those buildings over there. So, Russian situation. British forces have been weakening for weeks, and your platoon was able to cross the river in the southern part of Gorodok. Your mission is to find British forces and to make contact with them to gauge their strength and position. So the British, in this sort of situation, the Russians are on the offense, where the British are just moving out for a patrol. Russians know there are British forces there, whereas the British forces are just moving out on a patrol to see if they have managed to cross the river yet. Sort of the mindset that these platoon leads will be in throughout this. The loadouts, British assets include 1 squad lead, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, and 1 light anti-tank kit, and 1 medic per squad. They place a radio down at each point to signify they've cleared the area. We're moving to the next, and then they get to defend the last point, which gets 1 mortar, 1 ammo crate, and various defensive structures. They will have a air supply drop things in. They're gonna airdrop a Logi in.
Yep.
So for Russian teams, per squad they have 1 SL, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, 1 light anti-tank, 1 medic per squad. Vehicle-wise, they get 1 trench truck to use during the operation, which they've managed to get across the river. They're going to cross on a shallow part of the river, we assume, and they're able to use this on the eastern side if they so choose. Most likely going to stick to the infantry. They also get 3 logistics trucks for setup only, which is irrelevant.
Yeah, I have a lot of new guys.
So Russian forces can position themselves anywhere on the west, anywhere in the red area. On the west side of the river, they can position themselves, so they can be directly across from one of the red sites in the north, or directly across from one of the green sites. They can go far south and then let them get into their patrol and then flank them. There's a lot of room for the Russians to maneuver. They can start at a couple different areas if they chose and try for a 2-pronged attack. I could see that a north and a south push across the river. lots of options for the Russians. We'll see. We'll have to see what they decide to do. Right now, we're going to be listening to British comms and what their plan is to sort of defend the area from the Russians. Any other specialty rules? Nope. Neutral group is white, so they can choose that. British forces can patrol in any order, so they can. They don't have to go. They don't have to choose a specific order to complete their mission. They can choose whichever one. If they're facing stiff resistance at one, they can move to another color. The only thing is they have to choose their color before live, so they have to choose green or red, which they've chosen green, and they have to stick with green. And so they have those 5 choices. Voice cutting out, Harley Bob.
I'm only forward right now.
I don't think my voice is coming out. I think I should be good. What's up, Triz Money? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Squad Ops One Life event. Looks like we're getting lined up for the platoon brief. If you have any questions about this operation, about the mission brief, I can definitely go over it again. Some of these missions can be complicated, but this is a relatively simple one, I feel. Let me go ahead and drop down the map. That off there. And I'm excited. I like these pure infantry ops. They're a lot of fun. It's going to be all about large platoon movements, and I believe Lange is going to go for a north-south platoon line moving west. That's going to work out best for him, and then he's going to have a flanking squad on the far north. But we'll hear it from Londarts as he gets his guys lined up and good to go. No live time has been called yet. Think.
I'm fine for now. I'll just brief my guys as they come in.
No. Nope, no live time. I forget that the console is right here too.
I'm waiting for the brief. What are you doing?
If you make sure you get your guys lined up in squads.
Get lined up, Guido.
What's up, Alexis? How is it going, everyone? For a squad ops one event, and I like Gordok. It just looks nice now for some reason. I don't know what they did. So I wasn't really paying attention to the discussions. But I feel like it's a much like crisper looking map.
Yeah, it's been
and it's good for ops, and well, it's good and bad for ops. It's good because there's a lot of room to maneuver, and for you to get flanks going, and to have large lines and good platoon movements. But it's also bad on the same note as those large platoon movements and the flanks and stuff. They just take a long time to do sometimes, especially for 100% on foot. So sometimes our ops run really long on Gordok, but you know, if you gotta work the next day, you'll be alright. Take a 5-hour energy, and should be good. Looks like we're getting ready to start the brief. Last of the people are, and it's a little bright. I think I have adjusted gamma.
3 is not ready.
Oh, I haven't adjusted gamma.
I had more guys join.
Little bright.
My steely-eyed killers.
Go ahead and lower it just a touch.
Excellent.
When I look at the sun, like, especially looking straight forward, I feel like it gets like hazy. We'll be fine.
You know, that cloud 044 looks a bit like a skeletal bird.
What? Looks like a bat.
Oh, looks like a dinosaur.
Yeah. I think it
What's
looks
the
like
difference?
a squirrel, personally.
I think this is
Whoa,
like 044.
dinosaurs can't fly.
Looks like a skull flamingo.
Tell that to a pteranodon
Nuh-uh.
or pterodactyl.
Oh.
That was
Don't stare at clouds enough, I guess.
Pteranodon, let's go.
Huh.
That's what I'm calling them from now on.
Still waiting on the
Or
last of these guys
Tyrannosaurus
to
Rex.
filter in for their platoon brief.
A moment
I think
when
everybody's
all
got
the
here who's gonna get here.
stuff
Yeah.
work survival.
And here we go.
3's ready.
Not like
Nice, alright.
actual
Did it
screw and
books?
cross it together.
Alright, gentlemen, listen up. Welcome to Operation Two-Step Snake. I'll be your platoon commander this evening. I'm ably assisted by Sugar, Dorf, Chanka, and Axe, all very, very experienced squad leaders. You do well to listen to them. Alright, so the plan is pretty simple. We need to patrol a number of waypoints, put a radio down at each, and then Alamo on our last point. Key things. We're going to be sending 3 squads in a platoon column out to the west on live. 1 squad heading out to the northwest. That 1 squad heading out to the northwest will be led by Dorf. Now the enemy can start anywhere west of the river. Anywhere west of the river. So we'll only have a little honeymoon period of about 5 minutes after live before we can expect to potentially take contact. If we do come into contact, it's my intention to seek them out and destroy them where we find them, much like you do a snake. We got the Russian back.
Yeah, he's still a problem.
So important things I want you to remember here before I get into some of the details of the plan. We're going to be maneuvering by fire. That means if you're asked to be a suppressing element and shoot in a particular direction, I want you shooting in that particular direction, whether you see the enemy or not. Your squad leader or fire team leader will tell you the general area to suppress. You'll be doing that. That's going to allow our other elements to maneuver on those enemy positions.
How you guys doing on them? What's up?
Be good in about 3 minutes. Another thing, I want everybody to know who their buddy is. Your fire team leaders should have assigned buddies. You should know who that is, and you should be sticking to them, supporting them in the fight that we're about to have. Similarly, you need to know what fire team you're in and who your fire team leader is, because that's the guy I want you all listening to, your fire team leaders.
I do not know about on skins. The one thing I can tell him, if you try to respawn, you can have
indirect.
Maybe load back into the server.
He needs to reload into the server, I'll tell him.
Alright, so some more detail on the plan. We're going to be basically patrolling out to the west, the maps that you see, the icons on the map that you see out there, the yellow castles. We'll be moving basically through the 13 grid, using the forest and defilade as cover and concealment, hoping that the Russians don't spot us. Dwarf squad moving out to the Kilo 11 area will basically be our eyes. I really don't mind if the Russians spot him and maneuver in his direction, as that is a little bit of subterfuge that hopefully will go our way. Once we get to the Hotel India point, we'll then decide whether we go to each of the fob markers on the map with 3 squads, or we break up and send 1 squad to one and 2 squads to the other. It's a fairly simple plan. Any questions?
Are we doing red route or green route? Because you never specified.
We'll be doing the green route, including one of the white markers. Now, be advised, if we do spot heavy Russian resistance on our Alamo point, which will be the Golf 12-8-3 point, we may then choose to use Dwarf Squad to put a radio down on either Juliet 1041 or Kilo 919 as our Alamo point. But I'll keep your squad leaders appraised of such developments, and they will let you know. Any further questions?
Yeah, the bridges, they have to cross bridge, or can they just walk through the water?
Infantry has no restrictions. Vehicles, if they use their transport truck, must use bridges.
Copy.
All right, good luck, gentlemen. Have fun. Squad leaders, let's get them organised in a platoon column.
All right, if I can have
Sergeant Lawson.
All right, they're gonna go ahead and get their guys in formation and ready to go. What is up, Phenom? How's it going, everybody? Should be going live here relatively soon. Live at 1:32, so live in about 2 minutes. And let's go check out the Russian positioning before live. We got a little bit of time. Increase my fly speed. Does anybody know what fly speed measures? Because, like, I don't know what 10,000 what? 10,000 pixels per second? 1,000.
Yeah, I can do that.
Feet. No idea. Seems like a really high number. So Russians can start anywhere west of the Gorodok River, this river that cuts the map in half. As you can see, well, basically in half. It used to be really small for those of you who remember old Gorodok. It used to be tiny compared to this, and the expansion was just great. So the Russians have chosen to basically spread themselves out from between 2 of the routes. There's two of the patrol points. There's a patrol point here, and there's a patrol point here in this general area, and they sort of spread themselves out to sort of split the difference, and looks like they're just going to push direct east off of live. We've got Squad 2 led by Clay J on the bottom. We've got Command and Squad 3 led by Silas taking up the middle, and looks like we've got Squad 4, which is led by Aethel, taking up that eastern point. I assume Squad 1 is up there with him. Well, actually, majority of the troops look like them. But they're just going to move direct east off of live. I don't know if they're going to use their trans truck. These Lottie trucks are only for the beginning, only for setup. Yeah, it doesn't look like that. We'll see, actually. There's the way these guys, Atomic, Silent, Disco, Wayne, Tommy, they look like they're going to hop in that and take off once they get over, or once live called in the next 5 seconds. Let's see. Just watch X-Bits Platoon move out before moving to check out the British. Oh, they're just gonna doesn't look like up in.
Are we live?
Correct east. They're gonna infiltrate the British area, and they're now recon by fire. They are hunting out any British contacts they can to engage them and wait for Russian reinforcements. They're just moving directly east. Pretty good. Go check out this. So Blonde Arts wants to have a north-south platoon line, 3 squads, and then 1 squad on the far north flanking element by Dwarf.
Nice formation 1. I'm going to need you to hold weapon 2 and 3 to get out in front of us.
Just a staggered column. Staggered columns for now as they move out.
Great.
Make sure we're traveling as a column. I'm hearing one of the FTLs call out arrowheads.
Using kind of a
Nah, yeah, Viper and
squad column.
Guido, you guys can stay like that.
Or I have 2 fire teams. Sorry.
CBS, I don't need to be
I have
told
2
how to
in front of you.
yeah, I don't need to be told how to do a wedge.
Boys, this is how a column should look. You can go ahead, open your map real quick. Look how good my column looks.
That's a good shake out.
It was beautiful. Well done, X. I'll make sure that I send you in to die last.
Thank you.
Probably going to be about 5-6 minutes of maneuvering as these guys try and get into good positions. They know that the Russians can't make it this far inland by the time they start their patrol. But 1 has already made some headway. Okay, so this is where 1 is coming into contact. Dorf's going to come into contact with 1 here relatively soon, actually. This is a very nice, he's got them broken up, taking up hard points. Let's do a zoom in. This is Assault. He's the one leading this squad. Yeah. He's got fire team on his left, our north. Looks like they're gonna move to get a high ground in those buildings. Then he's got guys in these buildings far over there, building over there, and then he's got guys behind there, sort of reinforcement if they need to fall back. Of course, Assault is going to be in the middle on the high ground, no really good cover. This is Assault, this is how he leads. And that blue blob over there is Dwarf's squad. Possible? Who's going to spot him first? And then the rest of X-Bit's platoon's got a sort of taken up residence in the farmhouses and whatnot. These are the rocks. Taken up by Silas, and that gives them a really good high ground. Soloninki, I think is the name of this point. Somebody can correct me. Squad 4 is going to fill into that. I don't think he saw them. Let's go listen to our squad. May come into contact with Assault Squad relatively soon. They might get caught out in the open if he doesn't have the presence of mind to leave a fire team as a base of fire as they try and cross this big open field.
Try not to skyline because they could be on our side of the river already.
Points. Oh, very good points.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
we're gonna die, boys.
Yeah, but I guess we want to make them think with going to the red objective, right?
Roger that. If you can get your guys 360 and try and get eyes pretty much everywhere from the north through to the southwest.
Hero may have eyes on this. It'll be a very tough spot.
North, hold on.
Ooh, HMO.
Stand by for good.
Spotted Assault.
10-7-1. 3-4-7 moving left to right at the edge of the tree line. 3-4-7 moving left to right.
We got contact spotted. Stand by for grid.
Roger.
Just at the tree line there.
Stand by.
3-4-7.
He moved right, so it's not direct on 3-4-7 anymore. He moved right.
I see him. Yeah, it's single guy that I need.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah, I got eyes.
Kilo 10-4-8.
Assault has no idea.
Just
Let me get behind.
guy, what the
They're an
fuck?
AR.
What's the move? What's the move? You could be more. Where there's one, there's
I see a couple.
Oh yeah, I see another on 350.
It's a commander.
Moving right to left, right to left. I think he's pulling back.
Everyone.
When you're online, I want you to engage that target.
It's gonna engage it. Assault may go down here.
No, he's in my position. I'm gonna move.
Repeat, then do a slow.
Yep.
Actually, is he running? Running away from you to the north?
He is sprinting away as a single guy, probably their commander.
AR, make sure you're set up.
Where's the AR? The AR. I want to get on this.
Admin's just confirmed we can supply off ammo bags, correct?
Yes. We've been trying something new with the V12 ammo bags. We are allowing rearms, and it's sort of extended these firefights, these long distance firefights where there's just shooting and not a lot of deaths, but a lot of like suppression and area denial with weapons. Is really extended the ops and made them a lot of fun because it's you're not always just getting schwacked in the first firefight. You know, you actually get to fire your gun, you get to run away, you get to reposition, you get a bandage. They've made these long range engagements possible because it used to be you started the round with what ammo you had and that was it.
Go back further to the top of the hill.
And it got to the point where like if you didn't see anything, you weren't shooting stuff. Now we tell you to suppress something. Suppression is really big in V12. Screen goes black, starts to shake. Suppression is very useful now, and in ops is almost mandatory. You have to be able to move.
Yeah, he's moving left to
fire
right
and move,
still.
fire, like move under a base of fire.
015. 015. He's holding. I think he's looking at us. Second turn.
Spotted.
He's in the tree line. Yeah.
Roger that. One.
Let's go check out the rest of
I can
this.
barely see his ass.
They're not gonna come into contact here. They're gonna start forming their line here soon. These guys would seem content to just hold. They should be pushing forward here, I'd say. Maybe taking up position here with Squad 2's fire team. But I think he's Exped is really holding these guys back to reinforce where necessary. But this is a very, very nice line to sort of support each other. And the salient looks weak, but it's being supported by so many different areas.
I see him in between fucking foliage 015 direct. I can't tell which direction they're moving in. Don't know.
Yeah, got a fucking tree in the way.
They spotted Acid, Brendog, Mr. Moneyman, and Mr. Harry Balson.
If I range for 100, I could take a shot.
No, but I'm on.
We'll just listen to them contemplate this as the rest of the movement is added by British. I was gonna take it. Missed.
It was set.
Suck HML. Right under him. Nice try. That's a really long shot. That's Alright, ouch. They've been engaged. They're gonna pull back. No casualties. Good fire. This is a really solid base of fire by them. Really drawing a lot of attention. Graces do work both ways. I don't like where Blythe is. Oh, he got one. They got one. They got Brendog as he was running away. Good kill. Good kill.
Roger.
Successful engagement. First one down for the match is Brendog. They're gonna pull off.
Command, we are in contact and southeast.
Roger that.
So for the record, I don't like being on top of these rocks and stuff. I just feel like it leaves you too exposed and easy to hit. The other AR was like positioned next to the rock, and I thought that was a little bit better. But I think Blythe might have been the one to get the kill. Let's actually check. CPS is the one to get the kill with his AR. His AR position was better. But yeah, really solid engagement by Dwarf. We're going to draw some attention to them. Let's see if Exped starts to move in. He doesn't look like it. They're going to hold their positions. Let's go check out the British column as it tries to transform itself into a north-south line and continue to push west.
Copy.
And of course, as soon as I'm done talking, they're going to stop their command comms as I was talking over them the entire time.
We're taking contact from the north.
North, it's Chonka Squad. Okay.
2, can you engage the contact 3's taking?
Native can't see from here. On gates right.
Copy that. 3,
Proceed, Baker, get out of the open, please. Use this deflate to your advantage. Okay, yeah. Use the deflate to your advantage. Don't hold this, just soak up rounds. I think that's the best you're going to be able to do. I like the idea of returning fire, but you're hitting more dirt than you are actually anything useful.
So that you can get on point in front of 3.
It's a little bit better position. He's got some concealment in front of him. Not a lot of hard cover, but it's going to make him really hard. And at this distance, concealment is just as good as cover. make it very difficult to have fire returned on you. 3 is gonna hold this. 3's fire team is gonna hold this area. It looks like, as he has another fire team continue to push. Letting that be the base and soak up bullets as these guys continue to push. It looks like Squad 2 is going to move into position to maintain that base as the rest of Squad 3 pushes past. I'd like to see Squad 1 pick up the pace though and get around that side. This really isn't turning. So he's going to go a west to east line pushing north. I like this. Good transformation here. It's going to take a little bit longer to get in position, I think, but it's starting to come together. If you look, this is really good. Yeah.
Alright, lay down here. Let's get, I want, eyes west, southwest.
3, your western fire team seems to be wandering off a little bit. Copy.
The fire team lead giving orders so he doesn't clutter up squad comms. Always that's the point of fire team, is to lessen the clutter on other comms, because these squad leads, if you listen to the comms going on, they're listening to command comms, they're listening to local, they're listening to squad. Like, it's a lot to go on, and there's a lot for them to filter out. And the less strain you can put on the squad leads, I feel the better overall it goes. Squad 1 is still moving.
Back east. Contacts are to the east of you right now. Wrong comms. Shit, sorry.
Get set up here. Get prone here and start returning fire. Stay spread, guys.
Don't try and push up through the cover. You want to shoot. Don't try and push up through the concealment. You want to shoot through it.
Get on the left.
Use it to your advantage.
Try to find a good
You don't need to have a clear shot. You just need to be able to suppress. Like, you see that red. You can see this red through the trees, right? It's not hard to spot. You can see the roof at least, and definitely from here, you can shoot through that. You don't need to push through to get a clear sight picture. You're just suppressing. You're not expected to get kills here. That's a really good spot by whose squad is this? This is Squad 3 lead Silas. That's a binocular and AR combo. Ugh, Razorman. Wow, was the first death again? Unfortunate. Yeah, we caught you as they ran away. Yeah, deadly combo. The automatic rifleman and binoculars. Oh, this is beautiful. These guys are gonna go down if they don't pull back. Oh, Tommy's got to reload. Verts has got to pull back down the backside of that hill. Liftcraft, uptime, we don't have that bot set up correctly. We will work on it, but we've been live. Live was 1:33, so we're live about 12 minutes. This is still about the first contact. Only 1 death, or 1 kill for the British, no kills for the Russians. Russians are returning pretty accurate fire on this fire team of Frostbite, Verts, and it's like Kilsu, I believe. And they've got a medic there. They should be fine. But it's a lot of long-range engagements as the British platoon is slowly getting in line. They are trying to clear out a couple waypoints here and patrol the area. They have now come into contact with the enemy, and they're going to try and seek out and destroy. They got a west to east platoon line. They're going to push north, and they've got a flanking squad over here on the... They're going to try and get around this line. Looks like Russians have a pretty good line themselves, ready to counterpush. It's a lot more spread out, allowing them to do this like long-range engagements as they got some guys pushing them actively. Like this. Actually, no, they're not pushing.
Contacts on the rocks. We're ready to engage.
Let's go check out Shughart. Where's Shughart?
Just spotted an advantageous position here to your northwest. There's some fortifications
right over
we
here.
might be able to use for you to establish a base of fire out to your
They're just above
northwest.
the rock.
That's UX.
Repeat, man.
There you go. Okay, now they're returning fire on Atomic, who has spotted this fire team, and now it's some good back and forth. Who's going to give up first? Looks like Atomic is going to do that one to seed the ground. Yeah, Atomic got a couple good shots at him. Reloading. Got to keep up that base of fire while the AR is down. AR is down. Rifleman got to pick up that slack.
Reference 2 entries, shoot between them.
Good reference from Halovos. You see these 2 trees in front? Shoot in between them. It's not bad. He's got shorter bursts. He's getting a little crazy with it. Yeah, there he goes. He's getting it under control. There you go. That was a good burst. That was what he had left.
I lost 2 guys from my lead fire team. I'm not sure how.
Boogie Man, awesome. Can work, Shadow, as always. Thank you, Boogie. We appreciate that. GG though, can't wait to get in this. Check us out, Captain Redfoot at squadops.gg if you want to participate in this event. In these events, we do these every Wednesday and twice on Saturdays. We've even got our postscriptum off, should be up and running relatively soon on Sundays. We've got Friday night firefights. We've got events all the time if you're interested. Squadops.gg. You just need to sign up on the website, take our basic training. It's only about 45 minutes to an hour, and then you can participate in any and all these events. We couldn't do this without you guys, they're a lot of fun. It sucks to be the first one to go down. Somebody was in here earlier, raise a man, yeah. Being the first one to go down, but somebody's got to be the first one to go down. That's how it happens. This base of fire is going to move up. Let's go see who's picked up that base of fire. Lawn Darts Platoon has done a good job of firing and maneuvering. Really, really good work. They haven't lost. Okay, Russians have taken out 3. Who did they take out? They've taken out they've taken out Death Magnet and Viper. Which squad is down? Looks like that's from squad 1. Let's go fly over there and check out this base of fire. Or this fire is just going to continue from building to building. One's going to be over here with command.
Well, whoever wants, Guzzy, you're with me. Let's go find a spot.
No fire. Who's the one who got those kills? Like Tommy. More fire exchanged here. Looks like British picked up 2. Back over there. These guys are going to keep moving. Let's go check out the... Ooh. Tommy's really close to these guys. We'll go check out the fire in the farmhouse in a sec. Let's just see if Tommy gets spotted here by Orange.
Alright, I need you to get some suppression.
I don't think so.
Hey, we got a guy close in the...
Yeah, they spotted him. They spotted him.
Roger, light him up.
Too late. Tommy's on the back side of the hill. He's going to be able to get out of this. Ant's so unlucky. What happened, Ant? Yeah, Tommy's gonna get out of this. Let's go check out this continued fire. Really good movement. Look, you see, as the fire's going, these guys are moving.
We're gonna move to our northwest, and then we're going to get eyes on that compound and suppress.
And narrowed this time, or?
Good fire team leading by Storm. A very experienced squad lead and command, so it's good to see him in the fire team. He's showing them how it's done at the small unit level.
That's fine. Keep it up.
Very small. Good fire from here.
As
little area.
Bravo gets closer, pick up the fire.
Alright, give me an update where enemy contacts are located.
Random wallbang. Oh, and you were in this red building, I bet.
You just fired his pistol at us.
What?
Northwest.
Yeah, they're suppressing these buildings. The British are doing a good job of suppressing just anything and everything. Not so much the line they were hoping for. I think he was hoping for a more continuous line. Oh, you were next to Silent. Okay.
No,
oh, looks like Squad 1 is coming to contact. Let's go check out Squad 1, that flanking squad. With assault.
Have we confirmed all 4 enemy squads? Actually, sorry, we made contact.
Oh, Assault takes out Stalker. Stalker just missed everything. It's only one guy, guys. Push him. It's one guy. Assault's so scared he can't even hold his rifle right. And now he's in a much better position. Hopefully Dorf doesn't push him now. They had their chance to take out Assault. One is gonna get flanked. One is gonna get flanked by Platoon. Oh no! One is just gonna get cut up here. They're surrounded. They've got crossfire coming in from Sebi and Hero. Acid's fire team is gonna come in from the east, and then they're all just looking at Assault.
Probably 13 minimum.
Oh no! Shoot him! Shoot him! There you go. There you go. You see him? Take shots at him. They know you're there already. Called out Alpha Squad, but now they're looking the wrong way. Frag's going out, not far enough. They're gonna get flanked by Acid Squad here now.
Alright, we just lost 4.
Oh, yeah. They need to push now, or they're gonna get cut up. They're gonna get so cut up.
Do you want us to put it down or wait?
Yes, put it down. If you put it down, then we don't need to be here.
Oh, the squad just got wiped.
Alright, Bravo, I need that. Wrong comms.
Right?
Alright, be advised.
This was squad 4.
And we just lost
yeah. This is this squad just got torn up. They had crossfire from over here. I thought Dwarf was squad 1 for some reason. I was just going along like that was so. They had crossfire from Sebi and Hero. Look at that. It's beautiful. They had Acid's fire team come in from behind them. That's Mr. Moneyman, Acid, Harry Balsoni, and they were all pushed here looking for assault, drawing attention assault. Just puts themselves in these situations they shouldn't work. What they do, they just work out for them. If I were ever to get in that situation, I just die. That's what happens. That's why I don't ever lead from the front, because I just die. It just works out for him, I guess.
To the northwest of 3, and yourself and another fire team to proceed to Golf 1283.
I wonder what it look like, better or worse, with distant shadows on.
Let's go back.
Big Chi, now I'm mad. I like this map. Oh, you forgot that these events are on Wednesday? Yep, every Wednesday and twice on Saturdays. Maybe pretty for spectating. I wonder what it would look like. Worse. Distant shadows on. Distant shadows on. What is that? View distance. Is it view distance or shadows? Shadows are epic. Oh, distant shadows. Okay. Oh god, I just broke it. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. I was about to say, Boogie, you made me break the game. Cool. Yeah, it may affect my performance a little bit.
Sure so long as one of our riflemen are alive, I can rearm.
And it didn't affect me too much.
Alright, go.
Yeah, I still got 60 FPS. That's acceptable. Looks like Scruffy Sweden liberal or Revy got taken out here in this little fire team. Seabass and them are gonna pull back. 10 kills for the British, 15 kills for the Russians. Still anybody's game. Let's check out. It's going to be down to position, I think, and it looks like the Russians are in the better position. Let's go check out Squad 3 here.
Compound itself that Squad Lead was trying to assault. We're down to 2 effective.
Would your assessment be suicide to walk in there and put the radio in that position now?
No, you're over here by Silent.
That's pretty much it.
They had such a good base of fire. They just, I guess they got a little aggressive.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and get the radio at Golf 1283 2. I want you to just be very, very ginger moving up and try and link up with those blueberries wandering off into the Juliet 9 grid. Storm, just hunker down, try and kill as many as you can. Hopefully they'll lose interest.
Yeah, copy that. Their base of fire is currently about 50 meters to my northwest.
Roger that, Hotel 1288.
Be advised, I got a enemy SL.
You see those rocks north
scouting
of it? Like
G1295 or somewhere near a hill over there.
Oh, that was close. I think that's northwest. Squad. I'm down.
Don't look after death, buddy.
If you need to move further to your west axe, I suggest you do so.
Looks a little bit better. Fight demanding. Oh, yeah, I got an okay machine.
Squad 3,
10-7. No 1080, but I like it, and I got it running cheap. Looks like Expert just got headshot. Good shot on headshot. Good headshot on the head of the Russian platoon. And will that matter? That the losing command is actually a really big deal with how close it is. You really gotta hope that the Russians can't hold together. Let's check out leadership. Let's see who's still up. They've got Aethel, still original command, still original squad lead, still original squad lead, still original squad lead. They've got all their original squad leads up. Okay, they shouldn't be in too bad of a position. Whereas the British, down. Storm's a good squad lead. Seabass isn't bad. I've seen him squad lead. Orange, I haven't seen squad lead before. What happens at front? My last stop was a little disappointed. I couldn't understand myself. Oh, that's unfortunate, Big Chi. If you have
you hear that, boy? Start suppressing. Offset reloads. Remember.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Maybe just ask them to speak up. If it's like an accent thing, then yeah, there's not too much we can do. But you can just ask him to speak up a little clearly if you don't understand him. Should be I think we can get that fixed. Base of fire from Guzzy and this fire team by 3. No, this is one's fire team. Is doing pretty okay. And the British forces are pretty splintered right now.
I have 3 white mags, 2 orange.
They've got one of their points down.
1 black.
That's where
these guys are HMO and CPS pushing assault. Colt's not there.
Sorry, long we couldn't set it. They knew we were grouping. We were shot. Roger, Jeff, west, you're walking straight to the very good position. They're going to be all south.
Yeah, guys, they were up on top of that hill.
My south, that'd be much
Can't ask them to speak more American. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the more you play with people, the more you understand them. Let's see. We got a pretty good EU.
Hey guys,
got a pretty good amount of EU guys. Let's take charge of this fire team. Watching northeast and east. Yeah, we got a pretty good EU base, and I play with them a lot, so I've just sort of I get to be able to.
Currently waiting on two, hopefully come up with that rocks and do something heroic.
This messed up. I got kicked from the event. It said pre-signed up event. I signed up 2 weeks ago. Shadow Jack, hop into pre-op and message an event admin. They could get you taken care of.
Roger.
So let's go see who this. Okay, so two sort of in between enemy lines now. Seabass, Snuggy, and Alpha Guido here.
This is who we are pushing rocks right now. Hold 1 for contact report.
It's probably gonna hear us anyway.
Try and get your guys online.
They're surrounded. This is a very like fragmented game. It's really hard to give you guys a big overhead picture. I guess with all the shadows, it's not actually going to be super bad. But let's see if I can get a good angle to give you a giant picture of what is exactly is going on. This is a bulk of the Russian forces, so I'll center it around them. They've got actually. For blue, I'll center around the bulk of the British forces and show you sort of how much space is in between them. Gotta have the names on, so you're gonna see some admin cams so you can see them at this far up. But just below me here is the Russian or British command with a squad lead. He's got a fire team just in front of him to the north. About 200 meters northeast of them, they got another fire team. A lot of open ground there. That's Seabass who's reporting in now. He's got Russians to his east. He's got a fire team to his west in the open, it looks like. By some trees. That's not a great spot for Orange Savita and Domingo. I'd like to see them maybe push back to these rocks and hold that, or maybe push out a little bit further. But that's adding more ground, and with that road in the middle, there's no retreating from that. Russian forces have a good line in front of them, holding any trying position they're going to try and push.
12-8-6, full copy.
And then they've got a lot of guys sort of holding where one used to be. There's a little despawn there of I don't have load all resources. I think my computer might explode if I did that. But I feel like the Russians have the better position. As you see, they've got a bulk of forces on the east and north, not allowing them to push any further in than they already are. And eventually, when whoever's in charge of Russian expert has gone down, whoever takes charge of that, Silas, I believe is 2IC, decides to push these guys in on the east. I think that's going to be all she wrote for the British. It's all about making that original move.
So once
or that next move
cleared where he currently is, we're going to start moving out to the west.
Alright, we're going to hold here. We don't see anybody storm or.
Alright, 2. Alright, here's your new mission, right? I don't want anyone from your southeast moving west, right? I'm going to get 3 and the remnants of 1 over with 1 to regroup, but I want you to be covering our rear. Alright, so just get a base of fire there. You're watching southeast, south. Copy? Excellent. Alright, 1, let your guys know to pull off their position south, group up with the platoon commander 3, and we're going to regroup with you.
Good.
Storm, do you want to
by Londarts, rolling with the punches, rolling with what he's got. He's about 8 guys down, 20 kills for the Russians, 12 kills for the British. What his idea is to leave 2 in this powerful position up on this hill with rock cover. This is where Atomic Peach and his squad lead were. And it allows them to have a solid base of fire onto this buildings to his east, cover their south, and potentially reposition and watch the west using these rocks. But telling Seabass this is his position. He's going to maintain cover on the south and southeast, while he pulls back the fire team that was holding the northeast of their position, pull them back, and then rehook up with 1, and then push on to their last point. Or push on to their next point. They've got 2 more points to put down. But this is actually, I like this plan. Just rolling with it. It's not it's not like he's leaving a ton of guys here. Alpha Guido, Seabass, and Snuggy. Seabass and Alpha Guido are both very good shots.
Whenever he's in my squad, I always get him killed, or he always seems to die.
Snuggy, Snuggy, I haven't seen, but with these guys, they should be able to have a really solid
on the other team
position here. I really like
No,
this.
he was on Chanka's squad. He was squad 3. In fact, they all got wiped except for Storm by the looks of it.
Yeah, Storm's the only one that's talking to him.
Squad has Insurgency Sandstorm gunplay. I would never play a different game. Actually, Insurgency Sandplay came out today, didn't it? I saw something on the Steam page, and it looks really good. I'm probably gonna play it. I have the original Insurgency. I just don't have. I didn't have. I didn't pre-order. What is up, Redmer Offna? You can spectate in squad now. There are admin cam perms in squad. You need the perms. You're like Steam 64 ID or whatever. You need to have the perms. You do it on a specific server. This is why we run it on a custom server. So anybody who dies, you see these admin cams everywhere, can go in admin cam and just watch the rest of the action. They cannot talk. This is a Squad Ops One Life event for those of you who are just joining us. We're about we're reaching the end game portion of this first round of Operation 2 Steps. Update on kills. Oops, I'll figure out the right button. 12 kills for the British, 20 kills for the Russians. About a squad up. But Londarts is rolling with what he's got, leaving a fire team to maintain control of that hill and control of his south-southeast. The rest of his platoon is moving to hook up with this fire team here at Domingo, Oranges, and Savita's position, taking a little roundabout path to make sure they don't get spotted. Yeah, we're gonna push direct south, west, and then I like that. Let's go look at some Russian positions. Some quad and clay spawn just maintaining control over their south. Not gonna allow anybody to push. But you can't overwhelm these two guys pretty easy. Yeah, the full game came out today. I got in the beta though. That's awesome, Big Chi. Yeah, I saw some of Karma's videos and it looks good. It looks good. I'm almost definitely gonna get it. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, it was northwest then.
Got back into squad. Haven't played since 2016, so all the new stuff from beta. Wow, Red, you were in for a treat with V12, and they've added a lot. And if suppression and things are up your alley, then you're in for a treat. They've got tanks, they've got suppression, persistent ammo. It really forces you to work as a squad, and it's a lot of fun. It's brought some new life with. They've also added random AAS and stuff like that, so to give a little variety to the games. Are they doing another round, Shadow Jake? They are doing one more round. We're this is only the first round. We will be doing one more. Gonna play it more when I don't have enough time for squad games. Yeah, Big Chi. Squad games, even the vanilla squad games, starting to run a little long with the changes to vehicles. Now the vehicles aren't like stupid expensive. You can do a lot with vehicles, and you can lose them, and it's not a big deal. And so it really comes down to like being able to capture points and destroy fobs and whatnot.
There's more tree cover there, but assaulting this position is not going to be fun by any measure.
Right. Yeah, I just don't want to take long doing it, but let's move through this tree line here, southwest.
Under sort of having a discussion. I like these discussions
guys,
that aren't.
Shot at, do not go prone.
Actually, you know what's it's not too bad there to the northwest. It's not too bad. We can bound to that.
I like these discussions that happen in local.
That position from
whereas they could be having this in command, but I think that would just be cluttering up their command comms, especially if something important goes on somewhere else. And it allows everybody else to hear about like the thought process that's going on. About what are the potential plans. I don't like that they're both so far in the front. You need to let these guys get ahead of them. They are in charge of the platoon, but lead by example, right? Londard, Storm, that's sort of how they are. That's how a lot of the newer platoon leads and squad leads are. They're always in front, and it always works out for them when it doesn't work out for me, and I'm just jealous. That's all. I played a game today, and did they change the class selection process? I could only be a rifleman, so I was curious if they changed the class.
Right, I'll try and get,
depends on how many people are in the squad. But if you're talking about selecting different weapons,
right,
you can, if you can only pick the rifleman, if you just click on that symbol again,
That's
it'll allow you to choose a different variety of that rifleman. And if there's like the optic open, it'll be like selected, or if like the insurgents have like 3 or 4 different kind of rifles they can choose. But they have changed like how many people you need for certain things. Support class wise.
Alright guys, keep your wits about it. Crouch, regain stamina. Crouch, regain stamina.
So they're gonna try for a western approach and hit these guys in from the west. Let's zoom ahead and then zoom back and see. Let's check out the route they're gonna possibly choose, and we'll see if they follow through with that. Most likely gonna really hug the riverside, so they're gonna favor their left. I don't. They've already got cover over there on their right with Orange, Savita, and Domingo. That's really good. So they're most likely gonna use these rocks to push in. They have the potential to come up here and assault from this direction. It's not bad. A lot of tree cover, even to bound up and then take control of the rocks. So they may divert there. The other option is to swing around and then push in from here. I like this one a little bit better. But Clay Spawn is looking, whereas if you come up from this area here, it seems a little bit narrow and you're definitely going to get chopped up if they're watching. They've got a little more concealment using this tree. So I'd favor going around. It's a tough call. We'll see what happens, but I'd favor going the long way. And coming around this way. Then pushing like that. This seems just too much of a choke point to effectively push up. Their third option is obviously to continue down here and then take control of some of these buildings. But I have a feeling they're going to want to push, assault Kumquat and Clay Spawn's position, and then allowing Orange, Domingo, and Savita to push up. Well, they've started their movement, and let's see if I was correct. Thanks for the late night stream. No problem, Wheezy. If you guys like what you see and you want to give us a follow at twitch.tv/SquadOps, we'd really appreciate it. We also upload our videos onto youtube.com. Is this and Arma the most realistic military game? Arma is most definitely the most realistic military game. Demifly. It's more of like a simulation than anything. Squad is a step down from that, but I think it's a good step down, whereas the games aren't ridiculously long, and like you don't need a monster computer to run it. Like with Arma, you need to have a great computer for like a lot of assets and stuff like that. Whereas Squad is that right mix of Battlefield and Arma, in my opinion. In the ranking of things, looks like they tried to push up here. Uzi's gonna get shot at by Kumquat. They're gonna try and split the difference, it looks like, but they've been spotted. But in like the ranking of things, it would be like Call of Duty, Battlefield. Oh, Storm just gets mowed down by Clay Spawn. Oh, what a shot! That was like a nice little burst. It goes Call of Duty, Battlefield, Squad, Arma, and that sort of like ranking system of arcade to realistic. Guzzy, why are you gonna try and push this?
Remember, Guzzy, your backpack's 6 high, so watch out. Trying to peek over.
It does, yeah. That's why I'm in the rocks.
No, Guzzy.
Max, my formation was great though. Yeah, your formation was aight.
We need to do this maneuvering by fire. Need an AR set up, putting rounds north.
You need to shoot.
Northeast.
You need to
Alright,
suppress.
so 0-0. You hear that? Return fire on that sound.
Oh, Guzzy.
Hit.
Uzi went down too. Oh, Clay's Bond just cleaning up. 2 down in that engagement. And a little. See.
I'll watch our back just in case.
Uzi had the right idea. Just peek over, get some burst, and then move back down. Guizi, he wanted to like get here, get set up, and then fire. The automatic rifling, you can fire in short bursts. It's not going to be extremely accurate, but when you're suppressing, you don't need to be accurate. You just need to get in the general area and force them to move, force them off the point. So you don't always need to have your bipod as the AR.
To our northeast.
I don't like arcade. I want a realistic FPS with teamwork. Yes, Demifly Squad is definitely a realistic FPS with teamwork. You need a good squad. Not a good squad, but you need a squad that is willing to work together to have fun in squad. I feel like you don't need to always win your games, and I don't always win my games. But when you have a squad that is communicating and who's like trying to maneuver where they need to and is doing things as a squad, it makes this game a lot of fun, even if you are losing. And that's what I like about squad. It's not about winning or losing. It's really about, you know, having a fun game that you're like, you remember that time where, you know, we did this and it was just a lot of fun. Whereas, you know, there's no ranks. You don't unlock anything. You don't have to get the golden gun, and it just really focuses on the teamwork. And you really do suffer if you don't have a squad willing to work together in vanilla games and in, obviously, our One Life events. Looks like Orange and Kumquat are going to have some cross-hill action here. Arma looks intimidating. Yeah, Arma is a very intimidating game. It's a lot of fun. Frag out, takes out Savidia. Unfortunate frag. Another frag out for good measure. Domingo goes down to clay spawn. Orange trying to keep up this fire. He's going to go down here, I think, with that grenade. Nope, too far. Orange is down. They're going to try and push up under this base of fire. Lawndart's only one moving. Everybody else just too afraid to move. Lawndart's going to take a toss of frag. Goes down to clay spawn. Had the frag out. Frag doesn't do anything. 15 for the British, 27 for the Russians. Looks like a low went down to clay spawn too. Dude, clay spawn is cleaning up. Where is he? 8 for clay spawn. How are you flying around? Is this squad leader? I'm not squad leader. I'm just an admin cam demofly. It's one of the server rights you can do. It's mostly for like adminning a server, you know, being able to see everything and kill everything, or not kill everything, kick people who are necessary. Is everybody down? Let's check out other flanks. Looks like CPS is over there alive still, and then it's refurbished one. So it's two people very, very far away from each other.
We got contacts through the all command is down.
Yes. Yeah, he's having to push off here. There's a couple guys here. Let's see what happens with these guys. If this is One Life, what are the tickets for? The tickets are just because the Squad Ops mod isn't working with V12 yet. We're having to update things and whatnot. So we're having to play on vanilla maps. Technically, you know, supposed to be capturing these points or something. We're just not playing with the points. We're playing with like areas of the map instead. Katie is more like a surprise for you after the game, not like you should ever pursue. Yeah, I agree, Love. Like, this isn't about... In operations, it's not about the kills. It's about positioning and being able to do your best for the platoon. And then in vanilla games, it's not about the kills. It's about, you know, taking out the tickets. And yes, kills is a way to take out the tickets, but you're more effective with... You're more effective taking out fobs and taking points and stuff, playing the objective rather than kills. So kills are always secondary to me. And for me, the way I play the game, if I'm not squad leading, I play medic or something, like being a medic. And now you're able to tell how many revives you get. Let's see. There's a chunk of guys over there, and looks like there's some more guys up here to the north. Who's actually still alive over there?
Do not give it to the other guy. Do not. I know you're dead. I know you can't talk to me. Just do not give it to Rerbished, alright?
CPS goes down. Acid's fire team and Assault Squad. Assault Squad, Acid is the fire team lead. Have been chasing this guy for a long time now. They've been chasing him for almost 900 meters. Yeah, they spotted them about here, I want to say. But yeah, almost 900 meters. Finally got him. Yes, only man alive from this squad. What can he do? Then we've got a looks like a fire team over here. Guys, 5 guys for the British left against the overwhelming Russian forces. 29 kills for the Russians, 16 for the British. Somebody's got to make a move, and it's gonna be the British. So the thing you heard in command comms earlier, with squad comms,
look south.
They can only go down
I
to
got
the
south,
to
but
3
I'm just wondering
IC.
somebody's covering my west.
So there's a squad lead, the Alpha Fire Team lead, and the Bravo Fire Team lead. That is as far down as command comms can go. Once you get down to that third guy, then there are no you're out of like long range comms. You're out of the command comms, and you need to go.
Bearing south.
Need to
Contact bearing
hold
158, moving left to right. It's about 100 meters.
You need to go find guys.
No, I couldn't because I wanted
I
to
got
let them know, so
overwhelmed by Alpha
How far out?
saying something. I don't. He was just
About
talking,
the next hilltop.
inspiring people. It sounded like.
Give it 200.
Yeah. So after you lose command comms, then you need to just go hook up with other people.
It won't let you.
You need to get your comms through them.
I'm a fire team lead.
Who's going to be on the offense here? Technically, the Russians are recon by fire, whereas these guys are supposed to be patrolling certain points. They're holding their last point, though. Nobody else can place down a radio, I think, is the problem. There's no original squad lead left.
Marker, defend, and attack.
It's a squad unit.
We'll see what happens. I'm not sure how the event admins are.
200 meters.
Alright, well then just try and move next objectives.
Move next. Okay. Copy.
Yeah, they're being told they need to patrol their next objective. They're moving into their next.
Direct south, move direct north. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Alright, refurbish. We have to move out, apparently. So everybody, let's move. Yep.
That is their objective. They're on a patrol mission. They can't just harden up. They need to try and finish their patrol to the last man. How the British do it, right? They're not gonna RTB these 4 guys and debrief them. They better finish their patrol.
And then we can push north to that farm near where CPS is. And
do we have to go north? Is that our next point?
No, if we cut east of Pavlov's, we can consider that cleared, and then we'll just head to the northeast point. So
Yes,
not
it's finally shooting. Went down. The lone AR. I wonder what he's thinking. Now we're watching him. Taking shots at Swede, it looks like. That's some good damage. Yeah, he may bleed out here. Yeah, Scruffy Swede. Oh, nails him. Good spots. Let's see how many he can take out before he gets overwhelmed, because he's clearly outnumbered. Unless he's just gonna go Rambo with the automatic rifle. Somebody's pushing him. Nope, nobody's pushing him. The rest of the guys pushing Subby V. V goes down. We've got 4 here.
That's a nade.
West.
They're Cobra.
West all.
Might be by the boulder. I'm pushing north a bit, see if I can flank around.
Hold me. I'm throwing a nade, chucking nade.
Frag out, see if it lands on him. Nope, not far enough. Alpha Beta going for the flank. Gonna frag out, doesn't hurt anybody enough. A weak
guys, we
frag.
gotta linger here. The rest of the teams will fucking crash down on us. We gotta move.
Let's go.
Let's keep moving. Let's link up a CPS.
Oh no, they're gonna pass up Cobra and Aethel. They need to maintain security.
What's south?
They need to maintain security. Somebody needs to keep watching their side.
Go.
Watch their left.
Northwest.
Oh no, what is going on? They pushed up on Liberal and Vert, taking shots at Vert. Vert's hit, he's gonna bandage. There he goes, he's down. Liberal pundits in the bush. And
there.
they've still got Cobra and Aethel there on their left flank.
Oh, is that behind us? That's behind us.
We should probably engage. Keep pulling northeast, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, they just need to keep running. Hitting and run. They're taking as many out with them as they can. They can't get bogged down like this and wait to be surrounded though. Silver Pundit getting shot at by Seabass.
Yes,
Seabass bleeding.
We have an AR again. Yes.
There's someone directly west, south of this road that's shooting at me.
Where's CPS? Is he hooked up with him?
I'm crossing.
No, that's a negative.
There they go. They got They're hooked up with CPS. He's back in comms with them.
Lead out.
Fucking tagged.
Silver Pundit tagged by a grenade, but he hurts Alpha.
No, he was the OG. Let's go. Let's go.
3, 4 left.
No, Snug.
Snuggy gets is bleeding. Seabass is hit. Liberal is hit. CPS in a really powerful position here. 20 kills for the British, 30 for the Russians.
Oh, bye, Seabass. Everyone for himself.
Seabass.
Wait, what? What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Pull north. Let's pull north. Let's get the fuck out of here, dude.
Alright, who's this? CPS. Get over here. CPS. Why don't you have command comms? You're a fire team lead.
I haven't had him for like the beginning of the game. My whole squad got wiped out.
Are you a fire team lead?
Negative. Fire team lead died. He got passed on.
Oh, okay. So you can't have command comms. Alright, pull north. Pull north. CPS. You're gonna be with us.
Copy.
Love the local comms. It seems more intense now that we can hear everything.
Okay, I'll tell my squad.
Copy. Yeah, they're on the northernmost rocks, probably about 200 meters out.
Alright, hold here.
Alright, let's pull on these.
Oh no, they spotted him!
Yeah, fuck that. Got healed as much as you could. I'll push north and cover north.
Yep, we're gonna pull north, then west.
They're being chased into where's Assault Squad? Did they pull off this hill? I was like, they're being pushed right into Assault. They pushed around them. They've tried to swing around. Oh no, their north is completely open now. They've gotten out here, and now they can. So, let me bring up the map one more time so you can see the objectives that they're supposed to be moving to while they're moving to them. Go ahead and bring this map up, and I'll make it a little bit small so we don't miss any of the action. But they're doing the green route.
Well,
they put it at the most bottom of the white. So they're doing the green route, and they can supplement that with the white route, which is neutral. So they've already put one down at the most southern white point, which is H1216. They've just cleared out I-1248, and now they have the option to go far north and take out J1041 and complete their objective. Therefore, switching it to them on defense, Russians on attack. This is their out, and Assault let that happen. They should have just been continuing to hold their north. Oh, Seabass just gets domed. Oh no!
They're both dead.
Snuggy just gets domed as well. That was.
Whoa! My internet.
What was that?
No talking for a lot.
Wow.
Alright, CPS.
Alpha Vito, CPS.
Let's get to this hill. Let's get to this hill and last stand.
They're gonna
go,
pull out
last
the
stand on
last
this
two
hill, let's
guys. Oh no, they didn't clear out I-1248.
It's up to you, bro.
Yes, goes down. Alpha Vito just running. He's gonna try and do his best, but not much he's gonna be able to do. 20 kills for the British, 33 for the Russian. Where did it really fall apart for them? What do you guys think? I think he got a little ambitious with his spread, with his west to east line that he wanted to push north. It just took too long to get into position because one had to travel so far before the line was set up, and by that time they were just really fragmented. It was between like here. I don't know why my keypad isn't working.
I'm a lone man. I'm
I-12-2.
Fuck, I'm taking that town. That town's mine.
I-12-2 all the way to about H-12-1.
Guy over there.
So about 300 meters for the full platoon.
Nope, it's a dead body.
It doesn't seem like a lot, but with the open spaces here,
I don't know where to go. Just
there was space here, a lot of space here, space here. They actually were spread out as far as G12-2, G12-3, and they were forced to clump up. Here. They had a couple guys here, I think. Go. Here he is.
How did he not kill me? He was staring at me for like 5 years.
And I think that was really their downfall. It forced them to individual engagements. Alpha sees Acid, takes out Acid.
I heard.
He's tagged though.
That's a doorway. I don't want to be near that doorway.
Frag underhanded out a little bit too far.
I don't want to be near that gate.
The medic, he's fine. Got a bandage again.
Ah, damn it. I'm just waiting at this point.
Another frag. Too far? Way too far.
More grenades. My mouse won.
For those of you who've been here this whole time, where do you think the British went wrong? What do you think they could have done better? Mr. Harry goes down to Alpha. Alpha is doing some work now, trying to pick up the slack. But is it enough, or is this all for just his sake? He takes out another. No. That was Mr. Harry still.
Oh wait, that's his body.
Who had glitched through. Okay. Weird. Just glitched through the wall. The Russian. Or also.
I was just hoping I'd die in this town, but I'll make my way over.
Or also got torn up on the north. They had 4 up here, alone. They split squad 1, who was on this hill.
Or can I just go to 1? Like, what's up?
They split they split squad 1. Assault was over here, where he had another acids fire team over here, and they were just able to tear apart your squad, who was stuck on a hill with no cover. So that didn't work out as well. The flank squad didn't work out as planned. Maybe a little too aggressive with their movement. They were a little clumped up. Maybe they could have afforded a little more spacing in between them, whereas the line could have afforded less spacing.
And I will walk 500 miles, and I will walk 500 more. Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba.
Gonna get his copyright striked.
So wait. Do you want me to stay in one spot, or like I'm confused? Gotcha. So I just gotta like clear out the area, and then I'm all good.
Give an admin time.
Gotcha. Thank you.
He just doesn't do direct cons because not all keyboards have that extra side. Alpha Guido getting spotted by Senpai, goes down by Senpai. Easy end to the match for them. And Clayspawn ending up with 9 kills, 2 kills for Assault. Overall, the Russian platoon was just superior placement by individuals. Like Acid's fire team was just better placement. Whereas they had a lot of good kills on the British team. CPS doing a lot of work. Alpha Guido doing a lot of work towards the end. It's just that as I said at the beginning. It came down to positioning, and the Russians just were able to get into much better position.
I did the DC
beforehand. I'm gonna go ahead and swap sides. British will play Russians. Russian will play British, and we'll see how these squad leads interpret their roles for this second round. Give us a couple minutes as we get set up, and. Good to go. If you have any questions about Squad Ops, I'd be happy to answer them. If you are interested in participating in these events, check us out at squadops.gg. If you want to give us a follow at twitch.tv/squadops, we would really appreciate it. We also upload our videos onto youtube.com/squadops. Getting set up for this next round. Swap sides. Because I will be on British for both rounds, so we're going to get to hear Xpit and his platoon's comms this next round. That's not for my... Gold squad did a lot of good last round. Silas' squad did a lot of good last round. I'm not sure exactly where Clay J's squad was last time. Senpai was the one who got the last kill though. So definitely his squad was there around for a lot. Work sucks. I would like to see a China versus US match. Yeah, they need to put in the Chinese faction for us to do that, but that would be some fun situations to play. Yeah, I could definitely see that being some fun situations. PD runner getting set up early. Go ahead and spawn in and get into admin key. To run out of main, because if you see on the top right hand corner, there's like British. There was the like British Lux, the British main little tag, and it's a little weird that it's here. Probably because it's reading where my character is whenever I do go in admin game, because the gun stays in place. Gun's not there. Usually my gun stays floating there. Huh. Create my squad yet. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Wait for squad 4 to create their squad. There we go. Somebody needs to get an SSD.
Organization, thank you.
Yeah, of course, but it just...
Let's go ahead and go over who is participating in this op platoon-wise, and I'll go over the operation brief. So for the British team, we have platoon lead Expit with his squad leads Aethel, Silas, Clayjay, and Assault. For the Russian team this round, we have platoon lead Londarts with his squad leads Dorf, Orange. I don't think it was the squad lead last round. Lord Chanka and Shughart. And so squad lead, platoon lead wise, very even platoon leads, very good quality platoon leads on both sides. Same with squad leads. Standouts are Dwarf. We've got Assault on this side. Should be a much similar situation to last round, where it's not going to come down to you know, who's the better squad leader. It's more going to come down to who's in a better position when it comes down to the engagements. Because there's Gordok is just littered with like thick tree lines and forest like areas, and at the same time has plenty of open ground that they can get caught running through. Like look at this, like big areas like this, just lots and lots of open ground, where on the other side of that field in the tree line is going to be, you know, MGs waiting for them to get out in the open. And it's just going to come down to positioning, and it didn't work out for the British last round. We'll see if they can pull it off this time. Are they going to start their platoon brief? Let's go ahead and try and listen into their planning process. It's very,
I don't know. I got confused on the points there at the end.
These get a little crazy at the end anyways.
This is their command brief, where right now everybody else who's spawning in is just going to talk about how awesome they are and how much fun they're having. And the commands are going to go start their planning phase for the second round, where it's not so much of a start the plan, it's more of just confirming their
going to be the Kilo 91 farm compound. What I'd like to do is go up this MSR, and there's a hill that overlooks the forest, I think in Lima 9 area. And one squad will drop off, get the high ground, and beat the base of fire. And then the other 2 squads will continue up the road, take a left at the railroad tracks, and then hit the compound from the north. Squad 4, you're going to go directly out of live here. You're going to go directly towards the gas station in Kilo 11-8. You're going to radio it up there. And then what I want you to do is drop to, there's a hill to the south, about 100 meters south of the road, that has a good overwatch of the open fields to the west and the south. But our main...
They're just going to start their plan off. We'll hear their platoon brief, most likely. Let's go. Let me go ahead and tell you what the operation is about and their objectives. Let me go ahead and bring up the map. So, it is a patrol op on both sides. The situation reads as British forces. Russian forces have pushed across the Gora River in the south... Russian forces have pushed across the Goro River, and South Command wants your platoon to perform a patrol of the area. Make contact with the local populace and perform reconnaissance from key hilltops and locations to gather intel on numbers, locations, and posture of the ever-increasing Russian forces. So they're going to go patrol specific areas, and then in this case, they're going to patrol the red route, which they have to patrol 3 points. Let me go ahead. They are H1049, H1144, K1181. There are 2 neutral points, K919 and H1216, both marked in white, which can be used instead of one of the green points. So as long as they patrol 3 of those 5 points, red points. As long as they control 3 of those 5 points, they then defend their last point they choose. So they patrol H1049, H1144, H1216, K1181, and K919. So the 3 red marks and the 2 white marks, they need to patrol 3 of those. Russian forces. British forces have been weakening for weeks, and your platoon was able to cross the river in the southern part of Gordok. Your mission is to find British forces and make contact with them to gauge their strength and position. So Russian forces are moving across the river and recon by fire. They're just looking for British forces, and they're trying to assault them and push their position. So assets for this mission include British assets per squad: 1 squad lead, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, 1 light anti-tank, which I don't think we saw anybody shoot their light anti-tank rocket last round, and 1 medic per squad. If they can make it to their last point, they get 1 mortar, 1 ammo crate, and various defensive structures with airdrop supplies. The Russian forces, Russian assets include per squad: 1 squad lead, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, and 1 light anti-tank. They also get their medic per squad. Vehicles include 1 trans truck and 3 logistics truck for setup only, so it's just so they can get in relevant otherwise. Go back in, and now that you have a little bit of understanding, we can see what expert
on this infantry mark.
That's the tail end of it, anyways.
Yep. Yeah, I think there's a hill there, right? And you can set and defilate and just peek it with your head, and you can see the Kilo 1181, the gas station point of interest mark.
All right, that puts the word along to my squad.
Yeah, and if they play with that hill, they can see a little further east than that. They can see over into like Kilo 1196 area.
Okay. So Ethel, that's one of the hills I want you to watch with your ARs.
That hill marked with the infantry mark here.
Your heads down.
This is the hill that Assault had control of last round. So he has intimate experience with it.
If the enemy spots you moving south, that might make him think we're going south. That's fine. So when you get up on the hill, I just want you peeking over it, just watching. I don't want them tipped off that we've got the high ground up there and we've got overwatch over that valley. So you can hit them if they try to come around or they peek that hill that Assault was on. And then I may have you go ahead and suppress blindly into the forest into Kilo 9, just so that we can get suppression from 2 angles. And then you'll lift fire once the assaulting north squads are about 200 meters out.
If you have any questions about this operation, or you just want to chat, I'm here.
At any time, like any point in time, do we plan on crossing the river?
Probably got a few minutes until live. Has live been called yet?
Yeah, if we take this first white checkpoint,
I'll pull up the right map one day. No,
with that stupid.
There's like 3 different maps.
You've seen those. India 10,
this is the bigger one.
Got it all locked up. We may have to cross north of the peninsula and then come down around the bridges and come to the last point.
Solid.
There's a 6-minute warning. Okay.
6-minute warning.
Cool. I'm gonna let you guys get your squad sorted out. Everybody sorted out? Should we do the platoon brief now? And
I'm ready. Yeah.
I'm ready as well.
Yeah, platoon brief.
All right, so we got to go right in from the planning phase.
What's going on?
And we'll see how Exped plans to let everybody know what's going on. I love a good platoon brief.
I got a bad feeling about Revy.
I like this rock.
We're gonna 5, so live team about 5 minutes. There's no respawns.
All right, looks like
right. No, this is a 1 life event. Once they go down, you cannot get revived.
All right, welcome round 2. So this time with the British, we're picking the red checkpoints. So we're going to first check off the gas station in Kilo 11. I'm going to mark that right now. With Squad 4. Squad 4 is going to directly head there. They're going to lay down the fob, and then they're going to go into a fire support position to the south of that on a hill about 100 meters. Meanwhile, the rest of the platoon can move out of here. We're going to head north along the road all the way up to the Mike 9 grid area. We're going to move into platoon column. Then Squad 2 is going to move to a fire support position to the west of the road that overlooks the farmhouse, which is our next objective here in the Kilo 9. Meanwhile, squads 1 and 3 will continue up the road and then move west along the road tracks. Once they're in position, we're going to have the fire support from the south by Squad 4 and the fire support in the east by Squad 2. Go ahead and fire into the forest blindly, suppress them, and once the squads are about 100 meters, 200 meters out, we're going to lift fire and they're going to assault the compound. Once we capture that compound, our last objective is going to be the last red checkpoint all the way over in Hotel 10. How we maneuver there is going to be dependent on how the enemy reacts to our contact to the north. So we may need to do a wide flank around the peninsula, crossing the river twice, coming in from the bridges from the west, or we may head directly through that using the railroad tracks once again in the low spot in the river and hitting it from the north. So it's all dependent. The important notes here is that the fire support in the south, the first guys, Ethel Squad, Squad 4, they got overwatch of the west and the south fields, so their position is key for us to maneuver around the farm in Juliet 10 once we capture the farm in Kilo 9. So you guys may pick up and leave once we're around that farm. You may stay there if there's a lot of enemy movement crossing from the south to the north. So we'll just play it by ear, but that's our first plan, is to get up north, hit that compound, and then we only have one more objective to take, which is in Hotel 10. Any questions? Awesome. So remember, suppression fire, if you can't see it, that doesn't matter. It still makes them blind, makes them piss their pants. That's what we need. We need the fire on there so that the other guys can maneuver around and not get fired upon. Other than that, I'll let your squad leaders have the last few minutes here before we head out, and good luck.
5 in about 3.5 minutes. Pretty solid plans. Going to try and push this point, and this point. Right over here. This is going to be their final holdout point. And I like this. It's a completely different area of the map that they want to fight in, because last time we were fighting around the south G12, H12, and I12 area, maybe swung up into the H11. This time we're going to be fighting around the 9 keypads and possibly the 10 keypads as they come south. I like the idea of double crossing the river and getting in on their flank, because this isn't something they're really going to expect to try and cross the river twice. I like that. But it looks like the Russians are going to come in from the peninsula, so it looks like we're going to have some fire. They're going to try and take control of this town, I'd say, really early. We'll fly over there and check out their movement. Check out where they're going to spawn. So the Russians can spawn anywhere west of the river. Anywhere west of the river. Most likely going to be in this, localized area, but the outline says anywhere, so they can spawn anywhere over there if they want. Russians already over here. This is Squad 1 and Squad 4, led by Dwarf and Shughart. They're gonna push into the peninsula, or push into the south part of Goro from the peninsula. Where do you think they're gonna get set up? Most likely in the rocks area. Yeah? Most likely gonna push those rocks. I bet that's what they're eyeing. Oh, but back to the no respawns, right? So yes, there is no respawns in these operations. Once you go down, you are out. New live is 143 as they're waiting for the Russians to get into, fly back over to British. But with the mod, you're able to tweak a lot, and I'm not saying anything is confirmed. It's just sort of talks that happen and whatnot. But there's we've been toying around with the idea of limited respawns, or the limited amount of time to revive somebody. You can tweak that time, I'm fairly certain, in the mod, and we can do something where you go down, you have 5 seconds, 3 seconds for a medic to get to you, and if the medic can get to you in that 3 seconds, he can revive you. So that way it's not, I'm dead, I'll just wait till after the firefight to get picked back up, where you're right next to a medic and a medic's on the ball. There's a chance he can revive a couple people. Obviously the time would have to be tweaked and whatnot. But there's some things. There's a lot of things you can do with the mod in 12 and the 11 even.
Right? Not stagger columns.
No, I'm gonna stagger column, bro. We're good. Our formations are fine.
Tactical column, man. Make it pretty.
Look at that.
You're on camera, boys.
Beautiful. They know the Imperial News Network sees all because the Empire did nothing wrong.
And after him, there's no more command comms.
It's rated R, right?
Meant within the fire.
So it looks like we've got staggered columns as they're going to move out. It's just the fastest formation to get from point A to point B before they shift into a platoon line north to south, where these guys on the right just need to move left. Form the line, look left, and keep pushing. Live time in about 40 seconds.
Yeah, so if I go down, Revy gets the comms. If Revy go down, Tai gets the comms. If both are down, you're cut off from command.
Tai's got to give it back to you if he goes down.
Thank you for saying that. Forgot to reload my guns.
Can we just yell for Queen and Country?
Local.
Hey, remember,
local comms
every
going
gun
on
has
right
a
now.
bipod, because we're fucking British.
That's right.
God save Queen.
I love the banter that goes on beforehand. It's not all serious. There's time to play around and live.
Hey guys, since squad 1's up front, we'll set pace. We're gonna do sprint until we get to yellow stamina bar, and then we'll walk.
Are we staying in formation or running?
Yeah, we don't have a choice. Stay in
Like
formation.
the spacing.
Remember, sprint until you're yellow on your stamina bar, and then walk.
Hopefully that gets disseminated as it should. Sprint till yellow, and then you walk.
Makes me a target.
Then the pace. Making sure everybody moves and sticks together. Like the spacing, little wide there, but I like the idea what they were going for. Definitely does.
Red Dog, we're walking.
Yo, you're right.
Then that just allows them to spread out the platoon stagger columns very quickly as they sprint to yellow and then they start
walking silent. Let's go.
You can probably break off here, Aethel, and go direct. I think you're pretty clear from here.
Yeah, alright.
Keep moving. I'm dealing something right now.
Good luck, guys.
Picking pace back up.
Aethel's platoon or Aethel's squad is going to break off and move towards their start location or to their objective, which is this gas station over here. That's the refinery. There's a gas station here. Place down their fob, and they're going to be a base of fire. Let's go check out Russian movement. They're going to take control of this town, looks like. They're hard pointing it. HML, CPS, Hamdog going to hold that. Stellar Node, New Hook, and Blythe and Dwarf. On the hill behind them, Viper and Friends. Above them in the rocks. Really good positionings from the Russians. And then the other two Russian squads are on the south. I'm not even going to fly over there because they're gonna maneuver soon. They're going to just take up residence in this in these farms, it looks like, and then eventually they're gonna have to move. These guys are in really good spots for what the Russian or British plan. Load in.
Picking the pace back up.
Hazel just moving directly there. No, probably just supposed to be a stagger columns. Rest of the platoon just on their merry way. Is this the first or second round? This is the second round, Seth. Second round. Just started. About 3 minutes into the round now. Still moving into position for the British. It's a patrol op. They are just patrolling a couple points. They're patrolling a couple points. I'll go ahead and bring up the map one more time. I'll make it a little bit smaller so we don't miss anything. And they are patrolling 3 out of 5 points. 3 red points and then 2 white points. So they can choose between any 3 of those.
Be tracking. It's silent. Yeah.
And I think their idea is to get the first red point on the east, the northern white point, and then finally the far west red point. Sort of a very quick overview of that. I'm going to drop the map now. continue on with their movement. British forces, their plan is to hit this road and then move west from here, forming into this, filling into their platoon line as they go. A little bit more movement from them. Let's go check out Aethel as he approaches his objective. Not a lot of comms going on right now. Not a lot of comms necessary.
Let's just get this radio down, guys. Let's get this radio down.
We're picking the pace back up.
Radio's down.
Alright, copy that forward. Go ahead and move into your fire position to the south. And just lay low, keep eyes out.
Their fire position. Check it out. Really good cover on their south and their west. Will they see anybody?
Slowing it back down.
Think so. Their best spot would be here. Lay down fire into the woods. I like this spot a lot. Yeah, I like it enough.
On the right, guys. North side.
You need to maintain 360 security though, so they don't get flanked. They've got a little bit of time to lay low. They can't. Thing is, they can't give away their position too early, or else they're just gonna get shot at and die, and then be useless to the. So it's really about timing, and it's about when these guys over here get into position. They've still got. Like another squad's peeling off, moving west. That's squad 2. Squad 3 and 1 gonna
stay alive.
Good luck.
Yep. And gonna time this, see how close we are to right. Probably another 6 minutes before we get into the final platoon line, I'd say. No. That was 6 minutes I'd say before we get to the final position. One's gonna move parallel to them, looks like. Taking charge of this hill.
Gonna pick the pace back up.
Like it. Not a great spot, but I like the idea of moving parallel, so that way these guys are the ones to come into contact rather than the bulk of the platoon. These two squads over here. I think that's the idea, is they're supposed to take contact before the main push, or the main force here.
Volunteers tribute.
Guys, I'll take Cell, don't worry.
I'm waiting for the turn.
Alright, copy that, squad 4. Go ahead and just keep eyes out. Watch for maneuvering element.
Copy. No visuals of it.
Let's see, any more Russian movement? Doesn't look like it. Looks like Russians are content to sit there and wait for the British to make the first move. See how that works out for them, because it's gonna be pretty difficult for these two squads here. I'll fly back into range to see them. Come on, re-show up on the map. Actually, no, they move closer. Okay. But okay, this squad back here, it's gonna be pretty difficult for this squad back here to make my map to work. Drag around. This squad to reinforce anything over here. Okay, this is almost a kilometer they've got to travel. 300, 600, no, 600 meters. But this is a distance they've got to travel, and I don't know if they've got any good cover here. It's only, we'll see. We shall see. We'll recheck out Aethel's position before flying back north and looking at the
Like pick the pace back up. We'll get up here and
the two British squads to the north.
Copy, we're trying to let our guy catch up.
Good. I don't like this. It's in the bush, I guess. But if they see you're
So I only saw them move from the south to north approximately.
Just straight shot, is that by the watchtower at southwest?
What did he see? Looking this way. Did he see Lawson?
Yeah, India 10-1-1.
India 10
That's
1
a movement
1.
from south west to northeast.
Good call. Wow.
Alright, copy that. If you
Great
see
call,
contacts in
Ethel.
the open, go ahead and put some fire up.
Like, that's close.
Or also, I want you to start giving your AR or ARs or fire
600
team,
meters
whatever you wanna
almost?
do, that's going to be shooting north, the approximate direction of the compound in Kilo 9-1. Squads 1 and 3 are moving up, so we are to start our suppression.
Already did for the bearing, but you're in position now.
Yeah, that's a difficult call to make at 600 meters, and to get within how much are the small ones? 30 meters of them. That was within. I'd say that was within 10, 20, 25 meters of them. It was just being vigilant over here, but good call out. Spotted some. They have a little bit of information, and any information is good information as long as it's not wrong information, I guess. But any kind of positive information is only gonna help out Exped and make it and help him make a better decision. Main part of the platoon is gonna start to push south. I'd like to see these guys move west. Oh, they're L-shaped ambush on the farmhouse. Okay. Go check out the farmhouse at the objective that they're assaulting here.
Yeah, 3's good.
I'm going. They're gonna shoot through this.
4.
They're gonna give away their position, I think.
Have your AR do 4-round bursts every 6 seconds.
Okay.
Copy. Moved a bit. I'm gonna have to put him back in position.
This is their next objective here. K919.
Suppression also to the west.
You see? 19. This is their next objective. No Russians in sight, but I like the idea. This is a very safe plan. As these guys start to move, these guys are shooting. Hear them?
When we get
This is
there,
how
we have to take contact
fire and
set you
movement
guys up on
works.
the ridge, and I'll bring my guys in from the east.
Solid copy.
Nice controlled bursts. They've got rifleman sandbags or rifleman ammo bags, so they don't need to really worry about their ammo. Keeping up the fire. I like it. I like it. Lifting fire.
Can you repeat that, please?
They're gonna move on it, no problem.
Hold fire.
Copy. Holding fire.
Squad 2, go ahead and shift fire to yourself.
This light suppression just more gave away their position than anything. Unless they were shooting over there, that would have been good. No kills. The deaths are just respawns early game.
Alright, 3's moving in the compound now. No eyes in contact so far.
Copy 3.
Alright, Squad 2, this is command.
If they keep up this kind of coordination and movement,
Alright, 2, go ahead and
4 and 1 are in a really bad spot.
We're doing some fucking little.
If they get up on this low wall and just maintain suppression this way, and then allowing the other 2 squads to get up on Riverside and start to flank. This is good.
Go 3.
Look all clear here, dropping the beacon.
Maybe not even that low wall. Maybe over here.
One of you
Here
2
would be a good spot.
1 or 3, go ahead and take that kill that's to your southwest that's open that overlooks the farm in India 10.
What did I say? Here's a good spot. They're gonna push here. This is gonna be their new base for fire.
Alright, Squad 1, go ahead and start maneuvering towards the last checkpoint in Hotel 10.
2 points down.
Solid copy.
Great communication, great movement, good work, Exped platoon so far. No contact though, so we can't say it's great movement. The firing stuff was all just for looks, well, not looks, but it was smart. I'm not saying it was a bad choice, but the fire, there's definitely no Russians here. The contact, everything's going as planned because the enemy hasn't interfered, and they're definitely gonna try and.
Are we just holding here?
Watch out for this last point. You gotta know something's wrong with this fire.
Command, you good with us actually just following the actual railroad track proper, or you think that'll take too much time?
I think you can follow the road track. I think that's okay. I'm just a little worried. I'm a little worried that we might have tipped our hat and they may be maneuvering more firepower towards the north. So I just don't want you to get caught too low.
Squad lead, I'd be a lot safer going on the train tracks.
Help I can give you other than Squad 3 right now.
This is all open over here on the left.
Solid copy.
So assault idea is to hit these train tracks again.
Yes.
Yep, see them moving into position. Hit these train tracks, follow the train tracks for just a little bit longer. Come in from the riverside.
An entire 45 position. Approximate grid would be India 10, 9, 5.
What in my...
Alright, that's that farm compound. Those were already there.
That doesn't work with that. India 10, 9, 5. India 10, 9, 5.
Copy.
Not as good.
We see, yeah, but the team placement now
it's probably close to 60 meters.
Alright, copy.
Still a solid call from that distance.
Squad 3's in position.
It's over here.
Beef it up.
Copy. Do you want us moving into that compound or near it? We have no visual contact so far.
Yeah, just harassing fire, Silas. Just harassing so that 1 and 2 can maneuver.
Copy. Never mind. I do have contact in the 2-story.
Taking shots at Dwarf, HML, and them. Good fire. Now they're putting crossfire on HML's building. Big Todd and Silent and Tom see them.
Dropping smoke and moving to the hill to our west to get better eyes on the compound.
Fire from Eiffel Squad is really helping these guys move though, because these guys aren't getting as torn up as they should be if they were able to completely focus over here.
Fuck bullets work.
Eiffel, you hear that?
It's the green.
Sorry, correcting fire from IR. You repeat that, please.
Roger.
Yeah, 4, go ahead and get your suppression so that
Good suppression.
Copy.
Good suppression.
Watch out. Line of fire.
Good suppression. Good suppression. Not exactly where they need it to be over there, but they've got Eiffel here putting down some solid fire.
I'm gonna reload.
No kills so far, just a lot of rounds going down range, but really pinning these buildings, or at least causing some slight suppression. See where this AR is firing. He's going to be the big suppression dealer.
Alright, Scruffy, can you still see the position from here?
Oh yeah.
We're too low, we need to move up a bit.
We'll watch this fire go on before moving back over to the north, because it looks like that fire is picking up as 3 moves into position, taking control of this hill.
Here.
Get it back.
Hold fire for now.
Squad 3, let me know when you're in a good spot.
Get close to the trees, we can hide behind a tree.
Bible's acting up on me.
Yeah, alright, find a good position then.
Trying to get... Oh no, they've been spotted. Oh no, they've been spotted. Alright, we'll go check out 3.
Behind the hill.
They get that situated. Looks like got 1 kill for the British as they take out somebody on that far hill. Squad 3 is almost in position, it looks like. First guy down.
Now we're fine, they're far off.
Are you sure?
Really good place to put down a base of fire now. And just continue to allow 1 and 2 to...
Copy.
They're gonna do their double river crossing. Okay. Yeah. They're gonna cross here and cross here.
We've confirmed enemy Kai on the south side of that farmstead. Where do you want us moving? Command.
3, I want you to try to pin it down so they can't maneuver onto the river to the north.
They're gonna be 232 in
Copy
the
that.
woods.
232 in the woods. Copy.
50 meters.
Okay, copy. Todd, ammo.
You see, this position, the ARs would be better served handling their weapons without the bipod, I think.
Okay, Bravo, shifting. On me, please, Bravo.
Hey, Charlie, on me.
Taking charge of his command. I like Wayne Newton as a fire team lead.
Alright, once, push it out. Taking me 325 towards ridgeline, high point.
You don't need your bipod out. Traces work both ways, and there's not enough cover
don't
here.
Crest this. Don't crest this.
Not enough cover. You're gonna have to peek. And
yeah, this is sketchy as fuck.
Command, we're gonna be better.
You were saying?
As I was saying.
There's still
Sketchy
low,
as fuck.
still lots of movement.
You just need to peek, shoot, and back up. You don't have time to set up your bipod. Who's on their flank? They got guys on their flank. Who's this? They got Hey Lobos, Lawson, and Snuggy. How'd they get over here? When did they move?
Go 1.
This is a really good position now for them. This changes it.
It's just too open.
open on the southeast side here, and where you saw contact at India 962 on those rocks to the west of Squad 3.
Spotted these guys.
This is 3.
Go 3.
Enemies have position in India 10-5 on those northern rocks overlooking the riverbed near the peninsula.
Repeat location.
India 10-5, those northern rocks.
Alright, copy that. Squad versus command.
Spotted. Spotted.
Ethel.
Spotted. They don't know anything about this yet.
Yeah, copy. Can return fire here. Go ahead.
So, update on kills. Still
Contact.
1 kill
I want
to
you
0.
8 feet north to the farm in Kilo 9, then I want you to reinforce Squad 3.
Copy. Moving down.
Getting told to break contact. Move north. Reinforce 3.
Let us know when you're set across
I don't
the
like.
bridge and we'll push behind you.
I like the idea of keeping some guys here and maintaining fire on these buildings. Not allowing these guys in the buildings to fire on 3 is important, because if 3 gets cut up here, that's gonna ruin 1 and 2's cover. These guys aren't even watching the right direction.
Squad 4 on the way.
Guys cross. Good comms so far. I'm really liking these comms.
Alright, 2, you're good to bound across.
What him did you see him?
I don't see anything. Doesn't help that all I got is damn iron sights.
215 and well, they're
215.
not. Yeah.
Command,
I don't know.
this is 3.
Don't fire, but
I know.
that's
I'm scanning.
the traces
We're
we're going.
exfilling north. We're not effectively engaging these targets. We're gonna follow 2's wake.
Alright, copy that. Squad 4,
They
you're gonna
lost
take up
1.
the spot and suppress those rocks.
That's because they're trying to set up. You can't. That's a bipod up. You just gotta peek and shoot. Back up.
Is incredibly exposed.
Or put the rifleman sandbags. Rifleman sandbags. I don't know. I just think that you can't use your bipods in every. The bipod is not an end all be all kind of thing. Like you have to be able to use your automatic rifle without the bipod, or that just really limits you to what you can engage.
Moving north.
North.
Yep, they're definitely looking, so they're very distracted.
Set up, shoot, displace, repeat. On a hill, yeah. See, you don't even need to set up. I don't think you need to.
Okay, guys,
you just need to. You just need to shoot, displace, repeat. Peek, shoot, displace. Shoot, peek, shoot, displace. They're gonna pull off this hill though. I like this hill though. I really wish they wouldn't. But they're gonna just continue to fall behind, and these guys are going to move and take their last position. Looks like still long range engagements. About 20 minutes into this round.
Yeah.
Alright, I got a squad lead that's by knocking north out of India 10-5.
Copy, it's the one who've been engaging.
The lawn darts are. You spot them? See where lawn darts are.
Yeah, squad 3.
Send it.
Whoops. I went and flew over command.
Also, or are you gonna go down south and deflate and come up on those rocks from the north?
I was planning on crossing, but I can try to take the deflate if you want. I think it'd be a little exposed to those rocks, so.
Yeah, can you cross over and
That's
then try to
right.
get into the ruins in the peninsula?
No, it's
that
on
way
that.
you can do a position to cut off
Lost him.
anything that's gonna cross out of that farm towards the
Understood,
squads
I
1
can
and
do
2.
that.
Cool. Thank you.
Alright, no sight lines from the farm, from the compound on K9. Gonna move southwest a bit, see if we can get a better view.
Oh, we see the expert. Alon can spot some shit. He has eagle eyes. Yeah, Alon is can definitely spot with the best of them. He definitely spotted expert. He's looking right at him, watching him pull back.
Command, I'm gonna hold. We're gonna do a short security halt here and grab stamina.
Copy one. That's a pretty good idea. I think they got us up trying to figure out what's going on.
Solid.
No movement from these guys on the bottom, though. I want to see these guys move north already. They know that a bulk of their engagements have been here and here. Actually, that really confuses them, I bet, because there was engagements here, this way, and then there was engagements here, this way. That leaves lots of room to the south open and their north open, and they're more expecting the south because it's easier for their for them to get there, you know? They're not expecting this. Nobody's expecting this. Back. Oh, now they spotted him. Nah.
3, if you take.
Oh no, this is what Lawson and them spotted him. Now, look, you see them looking that way now? Okay.
Yeah, 3 took contact from the hill.
They're spotted.
Alright, with that, I'm gonna push command because they're gonna be looking west now if they caught us crossing the river.
Yeah, copy that. Aggression. Push through, down, under fire.
Squad 2s can suppress.
We should see movement here soon now. Good fire. Good fire. Who's this AR? Where you at?
2, I'm gonna hug the base of these rocks at our
Here
objective
are.
rally.
Hey,
It's gonna be
Lobos.
Golf 954, and when you're set, I'll push my squad.
Copy.
You need to lay that fire down, man. Continue. Don't go. He's getting a little aggressive with his shooting, going full auto. I like to see the burst a little more maintained. Because you see that you hear those long periods of just silence. That's because he was just blowing his load and having to reload. That was a really solid spot. He didn't get any kills for it, but I really like that spot. And he might have been able to hold that position once he finished reloading, and then just controlled his fire. Maybe bring down another squad. Yeah, maybe bring down the squad lead to cover him with his rifle or another rifleman. Put up a sandbag in that area because that was a really good spot. Wayne Noon's fire team does pull back though. Run, Peach. Run, rest of the platoon makes it out. Let's go check out Assault as he prepares to cross the river.
Copy 2, we're moving by fire team.
Command, this is 3.
Go 3.
The ruins are going to be a no-go. They've got guys spread out all along that ridge line on our south. We're not going to be able to move up any angle here without swinging around to 1 and 2's position.
Alright, copy that. Can you suppress them?
Stand by.
Oh, this is beautiful.
I need suppression from somebody while 1 and 2 are moving.
Yeah, copy. I got a good angle. I can try to get suppression.
I think 3 is a little too cautious. 4 is. Look at 4. Look at 4's movements.
We're engaging now.
He's good. Good using the bottom side of that bridge. Look at Athel's positioning there. Solid side fire. He's gonna take casualties. That's sort of what happens when you shoot at somebody. They shoot back. You know, that's just what happens in this game. And he's getting there. He's putting out suppression, drawing attention this way. I think Silas is just a little too scared to lose guys. Whereas you lose guys, it happens. But if you were able to get in here and lay fire onto them, that's going to allow 1 and 2 to move in there unhindered. Looks like there are already guys moving. Looks like Uzi and his fire team are moving there. 1 gets across. Traces are a bitch. That's right, Aethel. Or, Clyde. That's right. Traces are a bitch. They work both ways. And they did manage to get set up. And they've got some good fire going down. CPS takes out 1. It looks like. Are SL Tracers broke? I'm not sure if SL Tracers are broke. Not sure. Let's check out 1 as 3 moves into position here. 3 is going to try and counter British Squad 1.
Command, my my squad made it across the river without any enemy contact. We're gonna get the high ground and then we can cover 2 while they bound.
Break, Sold, I got a fire team on that hill with you. Fire team on that hill.
Copy, copy.
Fire team on this hill with them. Good spot. Good spot. Now squad 2 needs to start shooting.
2, have they seen us?
Southeast.
Do not know.
You know now.
It's a full squad. One squad, your side of the road, other squad in the hills.
It was Todd Colville. Well, did I miss you, Todd? I think I saw you shooting. I remember seeing the name. I probably mentioned it. Goes and takes shots, goes down for Mr. Moneyman. Frag grenade goes out, doesn't hurt anybody.
Alright, copy that.
Oh, you tried to get set up? Yeah. You didn't need to get set up. You just needed to peek and shoot, and then back away. Control that recoil, man. You gotta just like rip that mouse down when you're shooting. Get a big mouse pad. Death Magnet's gonna try for a mini flank here. Brendog's just watching him though. Watching him. Brendog, you are watching him, right? Brendog, what are you doing? There he goes. Brendog sees him. Death Magnet goes down.
Contact on me on the southwest side of this hill.
Good security. They're not all looking the same direction.
8th, squad 4.
Squad 4 is engaging now.
Alright, copy that 4. I want you to go ahead and break contact and come north.
Close.
Money man, they just tore apart Squad 3. Or at least a fire team of Squad 3. Uzi and the refurbished one having to pull back. Upgrade on kills 3 for the British, 2 for the Russians.
My Bravo fire team's pinned down.
Where? What direction?
North, we're suppressing.
They're on the south side.
157, copy.
One is... Ooh, look at this. Storm is going on a flank. I like that. Good movement on Squad 2 here.
They falling back a little bit, 1.
Copy 2.
Squad 4 is engaged north.
Copy that 4. I want
Good flank by Squad 2. This should be good. This should be really good.
South 200 meters and the rocks in what is it? India 10 area where you shooting at before.
I'm set.
Just move in positions.
We need to move faster than this Russian squad now.
You can go ahead and bound up.
I like this engagement though.
Command, I've almost made it to Hotel 1049. Am I good to drop this radio?
Yep. Wherever they call it, I'll be seeing it.
Right
Fire grenades out. Uzi is just getting torn apart here. He may bleed out here. No, he just so low health. I think he got his last bandit out. Refurbished one goes down. Another frag out. On top of Uzi? Nope, not far enough. One is in a really good spot though. Rifleman sandbag goes down. Rearm, get their grenades back. Really good movement on this part. They've got a lot of guys in the area. Squad 1 hasn't lost anybody. Yeah, they haven't lost anybody. They've got 4 kills. The movement here is just on point. I'm really enjoying the movement from this Russian or this British platoon. Same with the Russians. Russians are doing some sneaky stuff. Like this flanking squad is going to be deadly for Squad 2. 2 on 2.
Yeah, we need airdrop.
Tons of new players today. I love that axe. Tons of new players. Love new players. Well, I don't know. I recognize Sebib, Total War, HQ, and Cobra. I have 3 people in one shot, and they're all the same. Or they're all people I recognize. Not enough new players. We need more. Good grenade out. Takes out 1. We got Savita, Abelo over here.
Russians are retreating to the southeast out of India 10. There's gonna be a whole shit ton of contact heading towards 1 here in about 5 minutes.
Copy. You want us to move quickly or?
Yeah, I want
Nobody's
you to
looking.
start proceeding
Nobody's
south.
looking.
I want you to start watching that ridge line
one
that's
ad.
going towards 1.
Nobody's looking.
I'm gonna top up.
Oh my god.
They're just skylining like mad.
Alright, 3's moving to act as a buffer for 1 on their east.
Frags out. Oh, 2.
Squad
close.
2.
Hit them with frags. They have no idea where they are. Another goes down.
I'm sending my fire team
What a flank. What a flank. Home quad is hit. Frag out doesn't take anybody out. They've lost 3 in this engagement. Frag out, no damage. Home quad's trying to take shots at Storm. Place Bond alive, gonna get flanked though by K and crew. Home quad's the only one left. Squad 2 just got wrecked. How many can Home quad take out with him? Takes out 1. Can he even this out in the slightest?
Enemy contact close southeast of our last radio. I need some reinforcements quickly.
Home quad trade to Storm. Alright, so I see 1, 2. There's at least 5 British for maybe 2 Russians. Good flank on the Russian part. They lose their squad lead in return, but they've got Lord Chanka here to take charge of these guys. And all in all, very successful flank, eliminating the space of fire that was supporting the rear end of Squad 1. But they could lay down some stick cover fire from this direction if they can get set up. Right now they are having fire put on them by well, a lot of names over there. Looks like we've got Ant and Atomic Peach, the one laying fire on this hill. Well, that was fun. We got wrecked. Yep, got to maintain 360 security project. You're not safe out there. That lack of 360 security.
Oh, fuck.
What the fuck? Where?
Keep going. Fuck me, I don't know.
Don't stop here.
Yeah, I love how Storm led with grenades. 3 or 4 grenades went out, and they had no idea where they came from. Because all you hear is that pop. If you're not ready for the pop, like it's really hard to figure out where that comes from.
I heard you ask for assault. We'll see what we can do. Let's see if we can get another guy to try.
Lex Rhino there goes down. Long range fire. Frag takes out Senpai. What I missed, Trismoney, we're reaching end game of round 2. 13 kills for the British, 13 kills for us, and 100% tied round so far. The British just finished their patrol route, and they have set down their fob at their last point, and they are now tasked with defending this area. Airdrops is inbound. It is here, and this allows them to rearm, resupply, and set up a fob with a mortar if they so choose. They're most likely going to just use it for ammo. But this was airdropped in for them, and now they are tasked with just defending this last area. They get a bunch of defensive structures and stuff, whatever ammo points is built with the fob. But they're here, and they are now on defense. This is a very good position for the British if they can deal with these guys on their west flank. They are. They're sending a fire team to deal with that on the west flank. I like that. Good way to be proactive. That's Wayne Newton over there with those 3 guys.
Get in here, Ant.
We'll just harden up, everybody.
Oh my god.
All in the same building.
What do we do with this?
Gotta defend. They need to throw shit down. They've got ammo points. How much do they got?
Shovels.
I'm here.
Yeah, 1500 build.
Yeah, copy. We got contacts in the west of the river.
There they go. Use that. Commander's Truce money is Expit and Londarts. Londarts is down. Expit is still up. Command structure wise for the British platoon. They've still got their command. Revy's original. Silas is original. Clay J, or this squad just got wiped. That was a squad 2 who got wiped on the hill, and Assault is still original. Platoon wise for the Russians, they've lost their command. They've still got Dwarf. They got a wipe squad. Can Crew is in charge of that. Not familiar with the name. And Sugarheart is original. So they've got Sugarheart, who is 2 IC, so they should be fine, especially with Dwarf as that 3rd IC. Overall, command-wise, I think they're British are in a slightly better position having their original command. They're getting a little clumped up here.
That's a quad.
Ammo crate.
And that's a
ammo crate.
When you die, you're dead forever. Yes, you are, Empire. When you die, you're dead for the rest of the round. You would be if we do 2 rounds, so you get to play 2 rounds. But yeah, once you go down, you are out. You can bandage, and the medic can heal you back to full. But yeah, once you get that little electric symbol, you're out.
They're inflicting casualties right now.
Yeah, I see that. Good job on them.
Empire seems fun. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. This is just a different aspect of squad that I really like. Like we're not even playing with the points right now since we don't have the mod. We're forced to play on like the vanilla layers. We just have the vanilla layer playing, and we're just playing in a different area of the map, and sort of just trying to complete objectives rather than just trying to go for kills and whatnot.
Oh shit!
Hey, always valid's all.
Just count out how much this is.
Sorry.
That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Do the
35,
math,
40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Frag grenade goes out, doesn't hit anybody.
They are. Throw your frag.
Snuggie goes down. They're trying to push them. They don't need. They're doing the math because always valid placement means you don't have to have points to put anything down, and they don't want to go over the allotted points they get, which is like 1,500 or something. Being fair, like that's the point of the op. It's not about winning or losing. It's just about the experience you get from playing.
Frag out.
Mainly play events and not even vanilla. I still play some vanilla, but I definitely focus more on the events. And if you're interested in participating in these events, check us out, squadops.gg. All you have to do is sign up on the website and sign up on the website and take our basic training course. It's only about 45 minutes to an hour, and they're a lot of fun. And then you can sign up for any and all of our basic training, any and all of our operations. We do them once on Wednesdays, twice on Saturdays. We have our Friday night firefights. We have our Sunday post-scriptum missions. And we're just slowly expanding to take over the world. I mean, just play squad.
Hey, command, we got a lot of sandbags down here.
How many players left on each side? We've got 20 kills for the British, 14 kills for the Russians. Let's get an actual count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, they're across the stream. I copy that. Yeah, we've got contacts about 800 meters.
10. There's like 3 over there, so 13. There's a couple over there. So about 16-ish. 16 to 20 British forces versus 2, 7, 10, about 10 Russian forces. So in the immediate area, Russians are overwhelming this point. But if you add together the fire team way over there and the fire team way over there, the British have more guys. They just need to fall back or just be crossfire. You notice he made formations at the beginning of the first round on the British? Yes, I did good formations on both sides. I like how the commands and stuff are really stressing use the stuff you learn in SOTT. Use those formations. It just makes things a lot more efficient. It makes things look cleaner, and it just looks awesome, doesn't it? Like, I think it just looks great. Wish I had a PC. He's nuts. Yeah, you need a PC to play this, and yeah, I feel for you.
Man, I think your first call's accurate. It's gonna be too hot to run a mortar here.
I'm in a moderate position too. Don't be stingy with supplies. If we got some left, I'll throw it down up here when my guys link up with me.
Copy. I think I got it.
You had great formation, helps with pacing. Yeah, Kings of the Hill. It definitely just helps with the pacing. I like this flank that Dwarf has with them. Leaving HML in that position to continue firing on them, leaving Sugarheart over here to fire almost directly on top of them allows Dwarf to push in from behind. Sort of trying to get them from all kinds of angles.
Hey, we can put an ammo crate down, right?
They're close enough.
Can't put one ammo crate. These are riflemen. These are grenade sandbags.
Yeah, ammo crate's good to go.
Ammo crate's here.
We have ammo crate?
Ammo crate's on. Yeah, dig it right here.
Alright, hey, fuck it.
It's coming in from the west side.
Drop that mortar over here on this hill.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, whatever. 3.
I don't know.
Good job, gent. Let's make sure we got that outboard security.
So everybody's slowly starting to pull back. Fire team's holding them on the north, and this fire team, these guys got to get in the action, revving. These guys, they need to push in. Get in there quick, fast, and in a hurry, because 21 kills for the British, 15 kills for the Russian. They are maintaining their lead, but that can swing at any moment. A few well-placed grenades can swing a game, an RPG in the right spots. Shit can go wrong instantly as you see 2 guys go down in an instant.
Oh no.
Who just got
Hey, command got TK silence.
What did I say?
Take command, Shark Fob. I
Why haven't British collapsed in yet? I agree. Why haven't British collapsed in yet? These guys are super far out. I can understand the reasoning for this because they're maintaining pressure on this hill and making sure they can't cross, but they're off the hill. They need to fall back now. 21 for the British, 15 for the Russians.
Westbound right now.
What do you see?
Nothing. Keep pushing west, but get
That is very, ammo crate, chaotic Clyde, ammo crate, yeah, right there, that's very unusual for it. Not since V12, we've been playing around with the addition of ammo and ammo crates, especially with the introduction of the rifleman sandbags. Wow, Stelino got really close. And with the introduction of the rifleman sandbags, and how things cost individual points now, Mr. Moneyman goes down as these Russian forces slowly collapse and cinch in on this. And as you can tweak ammo points and whatnot, oh, nice grenade. We've been playing around with more ammo crates, and with the mod, nice frag. And with the changes in those ammo points, we're hoping with the mod we can tweak how much things cost. That way we can make the explosives really expensive. And ooh, nice shot from who's that? Boogeyman put some shots down, and they're just getting picked apart here. With the mod, we're hoping to adjust, like making explosives really expensive while we're making magazines really cheap. That way, you're always gonna have like bullets, but you won't always have that extra grenades, like the grenade spam you can do now. But you can do a lot with the mod. Russian forces are slowly clawing their way back here. 18 kills to 24 kills. These grenades are picking them apart. Boogeyman takes a shot from Atomic as he pushes in. Goes down to Atomic.
I killed one.
Oh, fuck, dead.
Who's that? Who shoot?
Oh, he did.
Oh, that was Boogie? Oh, wait.
He did.
Boogie's dead. The ants left here alone, and the rest of the British platoon now collapsing back. 26 kills to 19. Just keep. Oh, Hamdog's dead. No, it's Dorf is dead. Hamdog is alive. Silas goes down. See, original command wise, doesn't look like we have any of the original commands up on both sides. So it comes down to the fire team leads and the puppies. Who's gonna take charge? And to just here alone defending the area. Bad frag, he's gonna kill himself. He lives.
Squad 3 Zulu checking in on command net. 4 guys strong.
Alright, they got Wayne. Wayne better take charge of this.
4 strong, we lost our SL. Objectives to hold the FOB radio.
3 copies, be advised right now. Correction, we have 1 on the FOB right now.
Can't wait till Saturday once I play the next op.
We're moving in right now.
Yep. But you check it out. We might have one on Friday if you're interested. I'm not sure though. You'd have to check out the website squadops.gg.
Yep, Squad 3. The milk contact near me and Hero.
Saturday was the first op in months in Jose. So I remember that, Clyde. I remember that. Oh, nothing Friday? Okay. Definitely something on Saturday then. Update on members. Let's get an actual count of British forces. I see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 British versus 1, 3. 3? Oh, they spotted Frost. I think these are the last 3 Russians. It gets real hard to use the map because of admin cam.
Contacts from the northwest. Must be somewhere around the FOB location.
Well, Frostbite, Yeti, and Can Crew. Just another quick little 3. I don't see any other Russian forces. Last 3, so it's 9 British versus 3 Russians. So HML has to repel the guys from the south, push the guys in the north. If he lets these guys close in on him, he's not gonna be able to hold. Frostbite goes down to a grenade, I think.
One just grenades.
And crew. Oh, this is just slant tossing grenades. And crew, last one left. These grenades are just brutal from Ant. He's a one-man army just tossing grenades over this fence. This is what, yeah. This is the thing we will tweak with the mod. We're just toying around with ammo crates, but it's 100% something we will be tweaking. Like making explosives just really expensive so you can't have this this spam.
I'm nading southeast and west.
One night.
Just brutal. I mean, technically, if you got a supply drop, there would have they would have some grenades with that. I would think they'd send you some grenades.
Okay.
Can crew, last one up. Can he do it? I wonder how much the grenades cost. How much do grenades cost in vanilla games? Does anybody know? We sure watched me last Saturday. You moved the ammo cam like 30 seconds before I hit a 300-meter shot. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. I try and catch everything and miss everything at the same time. $10? So, how much ammo is left? Alright, no, he's got plenty of grenades. 598 ammo. Oh, yeah, 598 ammo. Got plenty. So people from my squad, thoughts on the way I was leading tonight, please DM. I tried a new style tonight. I got a message, just suck less X. Don't die as often and you'll be good.
Oh. They're fucking.
Good crossfire onto King and crew.
Oh, well, this is my last one, I swear. Hey, boy.
Takes him out with the grenade. Ant just wrecking with the grenade. Gets 4.
Yeah, boy.
Jesus. Good game for the British. They managed to take 1. Russians managed to take 1. Their formations were it was their communications, I felt, that allowed them to move around so effectively. The willingness to suppress from fire teams and squads like Squad 4 from the southeast really helped in the movement.
Jesus, I didn't even shoot anyone.
I think Londarts really meant really should have maneuvered his guys a little bit sooner once he saw a bulk of that contact on the northeast. Maybe pushing at least one of the squads up north to reinforce earlier, and then maybe taking control of the point beforehand. I just felt he waited a little bit too long for that to finally move his guys, and that might have been his downfall. It was just a matter of seconds, matter of minutes of getting into position and then possibly catching them as they tried to cross the river. But all in all, very good rounds from both teams. Good job, squadlies. Good job for everybody who participated. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight for this Squad Ops 1 Life event. I was your commentator for this evening's Shadowed Ritual. If you're interested in participating in these events, you should check us out, squadops.gg, right at the top. Squadops.gg, all you have to do is sign up for our basic training. Once you take that, you can participate in any and all of our basic, or any and all of our operations. We will have another squad op on Saturday, squad operation on Saturday, 2 times that day. It's all on the website. If you want to give us a follow at twitch.tv/squadops, we would really appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, we also upload our videos onto youtube.com/squadops. Again, thank you everybody for joining. I was your host tonight, Shadowed Ritual, and we will see you on Saturday.